Welcome in, everybody, and welcome to the second session of Waters Deep Under the Mountain. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Things happened, and we're just starting a little bit late, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and I think Angel is going to give us a recap of what happened last week.
Boy.
Right from the beginning.
The very beginning?
Oh, right from the beginning of the session, yep.
Alright, so everyone was born. Anyway.
It's at the beginning of the session, smartass.
Alright, so we ended up having everyone meet up in the yawning portal. Some crazy troll business happened. We ended up taking care of that right after, a weird drunken brawl between a human and an orc. And after getting with the owner of said fine establishment, he sent us out to go and find a lovely friend of his, who we're still hunting for. At which point, we go down to the shady part of town. They send us off to a warehouse, where the dwarf knocks, and some Kenku try to kill us for it. At which point, we lay down the law. Literally. Moving right along, we start, finding this one guy covered in crap, hidden in a closet of all places. And he directs us, down to the sewers towards the guy that we're supposed to find. At which point, things happen. The dwarf knocks again and sees a Durgar, shanks him in the back. Things go south rather quickly, but we come out on top.
All right.
See?
So, yes, and a little bit more specifically, the two guys who were arguing that you finished off in the previous session, they were blocking off a door at the northeastern corner of the room. You don't really know why, but they were talking about having to block it off with a rag at the bottom of the thing, at the door, which they managed to get in before you just, ceremoniously stabbed them in the back.
Yep.
It's fine. It's blocked with earth. We're good. Just whoop, earth bent. Nope.
So, behind you guys, you actually still see the door that you guys came in. There's no other door on that side of the room. But in the southeast corner, which is just down from where you guys are, there is another doorway that's actually closed at the moment.
Right. So, what do we do? You're bad off, Coco.
I don't really think I
And
can
how?
help much.
Gavin?
Alright. I can do a cure wounds on Coco. Sorry. Looking at player loading. Having issues.
I hate when those sheets take forever.
Sheet doesn't have everything I need for whatever reason. Or I'm not reading it. Could go either way tonight.
One of those nights.
Yeah, plus the child is still up and doing things. Alright, take, loading, 7 points. Yeah. 7 points back.
Hang on. I was reading chat and got very distracted. How many was that?
Sorry.
7.
7. Thank you. Yay. That is... That is much better.
Sorry. I have the cough that won't quit.
Oof.
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
'Tis the season to be coughing up a lung.
Yep. All right, so Coco now feels astoundingly better than what she was before. And again, you guys have this doorway, which is the only way you really haven't gone other than the one up in the northeast corner.
Not it.
Coco will just turn to Sahir and go, say, thank you, Coco Bird. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, door then? Still very much not it.
I don't think that I'll be walking over there.
So we live in this cave now.
Yes.
Um,
Does anyone have any way of figuring out what's on the other side of that door?
the door that I blocked? Or
Both.
that?
I am kind of curious why they were trying to
Nope.
hurriedly stop her that door.
You know, I'm not really interested in what's back there. If they were trying to block it off, it probably wasn't good.
Probably.
That door's not. Do you want to maybe
Let's try the
go-
other one.
Do you want I should knock?
Okay. I mean,
No, bad kitty.
maybe we do this Coco's way? So she doesn't die.
I mean, I can determine if there's undead behind the door, in theory, but that's
Mm,
about it.
We would have a lot more problems if they're suddenly undead behind that door.
Okay, Coco's gonna go and press an ear against the door, or
Okay, go ahead
the
and
hearing button, see what she can hear.
yep, go ahead and roll a perception check.
14.
Okay. You hear a scream from down, seems far away down the hall, but you don't hear anything really close by.
What kind of scream? Male, female?
Hard
Hard
sounds
to
male.
tell.
It sounds male. And it sounds more like a scream of pain.
Coco will turn around and mimic the scream, which I will not do to spare your eardrums.
That doesn't sound good.
And points to the door.
I just need to repeat for your edification. You can communicate with me without doing all of that, if you so choose. If that changes anything.
Coco doesn't have language of her own.
No, I know, but I have this thing that lets
He's an anthropologist, which can allow him to understand some of your clicks and other things.
So, like, if you want to just, like, figure out a thing. He has communicated with you that way once.
The thing is that the trills and clicks are just sounds.
Okay.
They're not language. Coco
that's
doesn't
fine.
have a. Kenku don't have a language.
I know. Don't worry about it.
I wish I could help you.
No. It's... Never mind. I will.
Okay.
His skill's actually not just about language; it's about communication in general.
Okay, well, I mean, from what you've said, she heard a scream down the hall.
That's fair. If that's your character, that's your character. I wouldn't-
Now, from you, it sounded like it was a ways down. It wasn't like right behind the door or even like the next room over distance. It seems much further down. But you definitely heard a scream.
All right, we should probably investigate that. Who wants to go first?
You were the first to ask, so probably you.
What's the?
All right.
I assume the light situation behind this door is the same as it has been down here,
Yeah,
or
it's still pretty dark down here.
okay. So Coco can't really go first. Not until we figure out a way to make her see in the dark.
This room has a little bit of light in it, but the other rooms you don't see any light coming through the door.
I'm going to go and open the door.
Okay. So the door opens. It is a dark hallway. You can actually see it goes straight ahead of you and then turns down to right.
All right. I'm going to motion to the Kenku to follow me as I sneakily head down this hallway, just to the corner.
I will also sneakily, in a sneaky fashion.
So can we see him currently if there's no light out? I mean, I've got my coin in my pocket lit up. But
There's
I
light
don't
in the
have
room
that
you guys are in. You can see him go through the door, but once he goes around the corner, you're not gonna be able to see him.
yet.
You'll be able to see him for a
Would
little
they
bit because there'll be a
see
little
me?
dim light feeding down the hall a little bit.
Would they still see me at the corner then?
If somebody were staring down that hallway, they possibly could see you.
Am I at disadvantage for stealth because it's dark?
No, you'd have advantage on stealth if it's dark.
Sorry?
You'd have advantage if it's dark.
Yeah, but I can't see where I'm going.
True. But you're...
Straight roll?
Why I would be leading you along.
It's true.
Okay.
But then wouldn't you be relying on him for
Yep.
stealth as well?
Yep. So you'd kind of do a sort of group check.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll?
No, yours is fine.
Okay.
She can roll as well. Okay. And...
I love playing rogues.
Gotta love that, huh?
So, you make the turn,
I am one with the night.
Angel, you can see pretty much straight down the hall. It goes straight up, and then it goes up a little stairwell, just a little bit up.
Alright, and do I hear any other things?
At the moment, it's quiet.
Just curious if I would end up rolling any kind of perception or anything on that, but I'm going to slowly make my way up with the Kenku in tow.
Okay, so you're gone about 35 feet from the edge of from the doorway, and you come to the base of the steps. As you come up, go ahead and give me a perception check.
What is...
At this point, I would like to also be stepped into the doorway so that I can see him, hopefully. But like also still have line of sight on the other two.
Okay, so you rolled a 20. All right, so as you guys get to the top of the steps, you see the threadbare curtains on the east wall in a long hall. It's a very long hall. It's about 50 feet long. So on the sides, you kind of see these long threadbare curtains on the east side. You see a half-orc, and he's wearing these like very dingy-looking robes, standing over a human male with very wavy red blonde hair, obviously. And the half-orc is sitting there. His hand is just glowing with fire over top of them. And as you guys get up the top, you hear him scream and start to squirm around helplessly, like he's about to be either attacked or tortured or something like that. Behind him, seated on this platform, you see a very nightmarish-looking creature. He's wearing black robes. His large eyes are white, and he's got this rubbery purple skin. And then he's got these 4 tentacles that are kind of circling where his mouth is. In his hands, he's holding what looks like a brain with legs. It's like a disembodied brain with legs.
Can I make a history roll if I know that creature from my experience?
Sure.
I got a 21.
Okay.
Coco whispers to you, Richard, that's disgusting. Put that away.
You know
Coco,
that is
you
a
have no
mind flare.
idea.
And the creature
Coco,
in his
you have
hands
no
is
idea.
what's known as an intellect devourer. You know they are very
this is going to
powerful.
go south so fast. So real quick, so how far along are we around the corner?
So you got to the top of the steps, so you're about 35 feet away from the door. But they're about 40 feet away from you.
And if I look back, would I still see the slight glow from the glowing coin?
Not from the coin, but from the doorway, because the other room
Coin's in
was
his
lit.
pocket.
Ending it.
Yeah, the other
Well-
room was lit with torches because it was a human in the room, so he couldn't see on his own.
Okay, I'm just wondering if it would be like with Garvin and his glowing beacon of coin.
It's in my
behind us.
pocket, so you can't see the light.
Okay. So just like mild torchlight behind us.
But the rest of the hallway is still very dark. You can see through it with your dark vision, but it's still, very, very dark down the main part of the hallway, except about 10 feet out from the door.
All right, I'm going to tell Coco that is a mind flare. Go and get the other people. We're gonna have a bit of a bad time. And I'm going to attempt to stealth into the room. Just sticking to the shadows and the corners. With a 16.
Okay. As you stealth into the room, you see the Mind Flayer stand up.
Shit.
He takes the intellect devour, puts it down. He pulls out a orb in his hand, and from what you can see, it looks like the end of a beholder's eye stalk. He takes that and he walks to the west. So if we're facing you, he's walking to your right, and he actually exits out a doorway.
All right.
And at this point, the orc looks up, not at you, it looks over the Mind Flayer, questioning him, before he stops, looks up, and looks directly at you.
Coco's going to try and sneak back to the others, as she was told.
So, did the orc say anything to the illithid as he walked off? Or...
No.
Okay, so that's lovely. And he's staring directly at me now, right?
Yep.
Lovely. All right. Do I see the guy that they're basically working over right now?
Yes, he's right at his feet.
Does he fit the description of the guy that we were sent here for?
That he does. Very well dressed, human male, very wavy, like reddish blondish hair.
Lovely. How do I go about doing this? So, gonna go ahead and put my hands up, just not all the way up, just like half cocked at my chest level, and say, "That looks like a gentleman we were sent to possibly locate. And now that we have located him, I don't think we need anything else." And slowly try to back away.
How did you get in here?
We walked through the doorway.
And what of my guards?
There were guards.
Goblins, the human and the dwarf. What have you done with them?
We found a dead goblin. As for the human and the dwarf, they were trying to stop her up a door, so we walked right on by.
Roll a persuasion or a deception check.
Deception, not persuasion?
Yeah, because you're trying to
You're lying.
lie to him.
Oh, thank God.
Hands on fire!
That is a 19.
Wow.
That's why I wanted to know if it was deception, not persuasion.
You're not a very good liar.
Motherfucker.
I will take care of you myself. Roll initiative.
Lovely.
I'm nowhere near this. I don't hear any of this, right?
Am I still there, or have I gone back to the
You
others?
have already
Coco.
in this time you will have had enough time to have gone back and at least let everybody know what's going on.
Okay.
So we get to enter initiative next turn.
No, you can go ahead and roll
All
initiative.
right.
You just won't go into.
Oh.
You'll. This is kind of simultaneous. Your guys are going to react by coming in on the reaction. So.
For what it's worth, Coco repeated word for word. That is a mind flayer. Go and get the other people. We're going to have a bad time.
Yes. So,
I'm not really interested in going in there then.
Garvin says. He doesn't want to go fight a mind flayer. He's not dumb. He knows he can't handle that. He's written the book.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And we have no way of knowing that we're not actually fighting a mind flayer, we're fighting an orc.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no
guys
way.
have no idea.
So if he's not moving, sorry, if he's not moving, I'm not moving. Good luck then.
Sahiri, re-roll for me.
You bastards.
You
Just
can't even
straight,
hear me.
straight number.
I know.
Okay.
It's like all Garvin has going for him is his brain, and you're asking him to go fight something that can clearly suck his brain out.
I know, right? It's lovely.
All right. Well, at least in this situation, Angel, you're up first.
As he says he's gonna take care of me himself, I'm gonna knock an arrow and take a pot shot at the other little creature.
Okay.
That's in that 20.
Okay. Dice.
I need to remember what dice I roll for longbow. 1d8. That is a 5. No additions. Yeah. That is a 5.
For damage?
Yes.
That was double damage?
Oh,
Not 20?
right. So just roll another dice, not
Yeah,
double
roll
that.
your damage dice twice, add the modifier once.
Okay. Wait, modifier?
Your damage modifier. Which should be your dex bonus.
This is where I'm internally screaming because I didn't know about that before.
Right on
So, is that the +3 that try next my damage?
Yep.
That's where I'm internally screaming because I didn't know about that last time. I kept leaving that modifier off.
All right, let me know damage.
God damn it. So it's the 2 rolls and then
Plus 3.
add the modifier.
Yep.
Okay, so 8 + 3, 11.
You knock your arrow, it just flies straight into and just hits the intellect devourer right in between the lobes, and it's just you hear a loud screaming psychically through your head. It hurt a lot. All right,
All right.
Coco.
And
Oh, you're
I'm gonna back down the
Okay.
hallway.
good move. All right, Coco, you're up.
Okay. So how close am I to the door at this point?
The
Am I
d-
kind of
so
there? Am I?
When you had got back, you probably were at the door, and so you have about 35 feet to get back from the door to the stairwell.
Okay. And in relation to that, it's an orc and an intellect devourer?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, there aren't any others that I missed?
Not that you could see.
Okay.
I mean, other than the mind flayer, but he left the room.
Yes. Okay. Well, in which case I will attempt to stealthily crossbow bolt the intellect devourer. It looks horrifying, and Coco wants nothing to do with that.
A brain with feet? No.
No, thank you.
Oh, when you say that's painful, do I take damage?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Is this considered a sneak attack, or?
There is. It already knew about you, believe it or not. And
I believe it.
and there's nobody in melee range. So
Okay, so. Alrighty. Crossbow bolt. That probably doesn't hit. That's a 13.
yes, it does.
It does. Oh, fabulous. And that is 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. Okay. All right. Sahiri, you were just told of Mind Flare and an Intellect Devouring in the next room. You saw Coco go flying out of the room ahead.
Well, I'm gonna move towards the room. Because why not?
Okay, you'd have to double move to make it into the room because it's up a set of stairs. So
Okay, I will. Where does that put me in the room if I double move?
if you do full double movement, you're
Mhm.
going to be
Within melee range of one of them, or no?
no, not yet.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay, so you'll be about 10 feet into the actual room.
Okay.
All right, so it now sees. So, Angel, you had run your full movement back out.
Yes.
Okay. So it comes up and actually sees Coco. Oh no, Sahiri, because Sahiri is further up. So the Intellect Devour is going to run up, and it's going to make a couple of attacks.
Great.
It's going to swipe at you with its front claws and miss. Now it's going to actually try and it sits there and it starts shaking at you. Roll me a intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 16?
Okay. So you feel something like poke at your brain, and you're not quite sure what it was, but you seem to have shook it off, and nothing. It didn't seem to actually affect you.
Good.
Let's see. The half orc is now up, and he is again going to see this brave cleric run right into the room, and he is going to fire a firebolt at you, and it just whizzes right by your head and slams right into the wall.
Yeah, and I also have fire resistance, so.
Okay. In that case, we've got Adrin, you're up.
Do I hear any of what's going on?
You hear the sounds of battle coming from down the hall for sure. You've heard a sound of a mini explosion on the wall, and you saw Keely run, basically running right back down the hallway.
Adrin's good out here.
Okay.
If Garvin's not moving, I'm not moving.
All right.
Because my flaw is that I don't like to get involved. So, unfortunately,
Understandable.
not getting involved.
All right. In that case, Garvin, you're up.
Azrin, do you think if they die that we'll make it out? Like seriously, like curious whether or not you could help him get out of here. Because if not, he's only got one other choice.
Well, we killed the goblins. And those two guys. Shit. I guess we help.
Just get me a little closer to the door, all right?
Oh wait, you don't have your
He
wheelchair
starts-
yet.
No, he does.
Help you
He
walk.
doesn't have a wheelchair. I don't think Garvin would ever accept being in a wheelchair, honestly. He's too like, I don't know, self-sufficient,
Stubborn.
I guess. And stubborn. He grabs his staff and starts kind of like dragging himself along, crawling on the floor that direction.
Okay.
And I help him walk.
All right.
So you get into the hallway.
Uh,
It's very dark, but you can see.
So I'm not gonna get fully into the hallway. I'm gonna hang in the doorway so I can see up the hallway through the stairs.
Okay.
Is there anything lining the walls? Like items of any kind, like sconces or torches?
No, it's actually very flat stone surface.
Okay,
across
I
the
take
wall.
the gold coin out of my pocket and I chuck it as hard as I can towards the stairs so I can see.
Okay, you throw it, you manage to get it to the end of the hall, and it actually lights up the entire distance of the hall, and you can see shadows up inside the next room, but you can't actually see anything directly, other than you see Coco is sitting at the top of the steps, and you see the back of Sahiri's head.
That's all right. Garvin stays there, hoping that they see the coin lighting up behind them, and they might think, if we back up a little bit. I don't know.
Can
Just a thought, and then looks at just Adrian and is like, just be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I take my turn now then, and just assume that I held?
So you're helping him, so that'll be we'll do that with your movement. You can feel free to
So
move
you'd go half
further.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to go to the bottom of the steps and say bring...
It'd be a dash, wouldn't it?
Oh, okay. So I guess I move half that far.
Okay.
Because I still want to be able to, I don't know, do a spell if I have to. So I get to the bottom of the steps. Or not the bottom of the steps. I get halfway down the hall, and I guess I just yell, "We're back here. Maybe drag it this way."
Okay. All right, we're back to the top of it. Angel,
Keeping that as ambiguous as I can.
you've seen the light pop up down the hall as you saw the coin roll down the hallway. You see Adrian and Garvin slowly making their way down the hall. But you did see Coco and Sahiri go up, just run right by you, and actually go in and try and attack the monsters in the other room.
Ah, yes, lovely. So, those two are very brave. I wanted to fall back and tell you guys that the Illithid is actually taking its leave, thankfully. We just have this minor abomination to take care of, along with an orc. So, I'm going to head back up there now that I see you guys are slowly moving forward. I know it would be a little worrisome for you spellcastery types to encounter an Illithid. I don't know if you know what that is. I will explain later if not. And I'm going to head
Is he
back up.
saying this to me?
I'm saying that to both of you.
This is the entire response.
All right. I still want to get this point across to both of you. Good to know that you are coming to our aid.
Mind flail.
And then
Now
head
you
back up.
Go.
If you want to get yourself killed, all right.
All right. So as I get back to the top of the stairs, do I still see the little abomination going?
Oh, yeah.
Or okay.
It's
I'm
actually
going
moved within.
to-
It's moved within melee range of Sahiri,
Oh.
so it's
Lovely.
about 15 feet away from you.
Okay. So I'm gonna take another pot shot and miss. Unless an 11 hits it,
Nope, 11 does not.
then I'm gonna miss.
Okay. Coco.
Okay.
Mm.
How far behind are Garvin and
They're about 15 feet down the hall.
okay. If I move back towards them, will I still have either the Intellect Devourer or the other one in my sights? Or will I lose track of them?
If you go down to the bottom of the steps, you will not be able to see them.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay put and fire another bolt at the icky thing.
Now, the Devourer, you now will get sneak attack on because Sahiri is in melee range of it.
Kill it
We
in the
do.
brainstem.
We do enjoy stealth. Sneak attack, rather. That is a 21 to hit. I
That will hit,
assume that
yeah.
hits.
Oh, yeah.
Had a D8 a minute ago.
I think if that wouldn't have hit, Garvin would have had the right idea the whole time, and we just nope out of here.
That is 14 points of damage.
14, nice. And with that, you see Coco take a shot. Really, those who are up the stairs, when you see Coco take a shot, again, it pierces pretty much the same spot, right where Angela had done it, where Healy had done it, and it just quivers. You hear a psychic scream in all your heads, and it just silence as it just falls to the floor dead.
Dibs.
So here, you see this creature right in front of you just collapsed to the ground after an arrow after an arrow took it. You now have this half orc, looks like a caster of some sort, is standing about 25 feet ahead of you.
Okay, has he taken any damage?
Nope.
Okay, well, we'll toll the dead. So, he needs a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
He fails.
Okay, so he's going to take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Necrotic.
All right. Yeah. That he just, you see him just recoil in pain as he just took a massive amount of damage, and he is not happy at the moment. In fact, he is going to move up right in front of you, hold out his hands, and fire is just going to explode right out of his hands. So this is going to be a saving throw for Coco, Sahiri, and Keely here.
To be a slightly higher level rogue.
Dex.
This is a dex save, yes.
That would be a no.
What'd you get?
20.
Me? I got a 1 minus 1.
Oh.
So that's a big old nope.
Ouch. I got a 20. Not
20?
a natural 20, just a regular 20.
Angel? Dex save.
Sorry, a second.
Dex save.
Dex save. Sorry about that. So add the dex saving throw to the d20.
Yes.
Correct. 23.
Okay. Coco and Keely, you both manage to move out of the way, but you still get a little bit of singe. You both take 4 points of damage.
What does my fire resistance do here?
You will take the same, actually, then. You can take half damage.
Okay.
So all of you will take 4 points of fire damage.
All of a sudden, it's good to be a tiefling.
Take 4.
Yeah. All right.
There's a horrified squawk from the doorway.
Adrian, you're now up. If you guys want to joint move because you guys are kind of... That's how you two are kind of stuck in the situation. You guys can joint move.
I think the idea was for Garvin to stay
Yeah,
back
I think
in
I
the
was
door.
staying back, so
Okay.
I don't think I'd be moving with them jointly at this point.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that was what he conveyed, and I was
Because
gonna
he's
suggest
trying to use the
anyway.
maximum distance always.
Fair enough.
Also, older brother syndrome as hell. So I think, presumably, I see the flashes of this fire. Or
Oh, you
whatever.
saw... Yeah, you just see this giant wall of fire just shoot out the top of the steps and hit everybody around it.
Okay, so then, with a single movement, can I get to at least like the top of the steps?
Yeah, it's only 15 feet to get to the top of the steps. From
Oh.
where you are. Yeah, you got a pretty
That's it.
decent... Yeah. Even with your half movement, you still...
Nah.
Because you'd also half dash.
Thank you. Okay, so then I run up to the top, and I'm going to cast Infestation on his face. Specifically his face. The orc.
Tasty.
Constitution saving throw, por favor.
DC?
15.
Constitution? He fails. Whew.
Hooray! So
14
he's
on the
gonna take
dice.
some damage. Give me just... So it's D4, which is butts, but it's better than nothing. Oh, that's the set that I'm supposed to be using. Oh well. 2 damage. And
Two
then
damage.
he has to move in a random direction. And it's poison damage, by the way.
Okay. Random direction. Alright, let's see.
So,
That is a very sad kitty.
yes.
Kitty demands attention.
No one loves the kitty.
So he
Clearly.
moves directly backwards. So he takes a step
Okay.
back. Alright, and Garvin.
Alright, so I crawl forward away from the door about 5 feet just to see if I can see anything as Adrian moves up, a little concerned. Do I see anything as I move 5 feet closer?
You still see. I mean, you can see a little bit of flashes of light here in the hallway as you saw the cask go off. You still can't see anybody ahead of you. I mean, you can't see like. You see Adrian ahead of you, who had moved into the room. You see Coco up on top of the steps, and you see. Oh my God, cat! And you see your dwarf friend up. Also up. All of them are kind of at the entranceway, but you cannot see you cannot see
Do
the
I see
orc
part
yet.
of this orc?
You cannot see him from where you are. It's a little too high.
Not even like a. So Garvin's getting the impression he's got to climb this staircase to help.
Yeah, to be able to at least get
He's not
sight of
doing it. Unless Adrian starts screaming out in pain, he's waiting here.
Okay.
He's holding a chill touch in his hand, like the spell manifested and ready if something starts running this way, and he's gonna blast it. But no, he's not gonna risk his own life.
Okay. All right, Angel, you're back up again. This guy just blasted you with fire.
I'm just curious if Adrian would be at the top of the stairs with us right now.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to just, sort of kind of quietly communicate, hey, you know that earthbending thing you did? Can you make us some cover? And then take a shot and probably miss.
Oh yeah.
With a 15.
You hit.
Oh. Okay. And that will be 9 damage. Now that I know to add that +3.
All right. So you fire. You hit him. It hits him, pierces him right in the chest, and then he completely falls over dead.
Never mind on that cover.
Man, I was gonna
It took
try
me a
something.
solid 20 minutes to get these many
Apologies.
bits, but this is
Maybe
for the
next time.
squad.
That's fine. I'd rather not get involved in that.
So is initiative over then?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna head
Yay.
over to the little abomination. I'm gonna head over to that little abomination and get my dibs. Yes, the dice
Right.
know when to roll right.
I just stick my hand in my pocket, stick my pipe in my mouth, walk back to Garvin. Help him up.
I actually motion over to Adrian. Wouldn't you be interested in what makes this little thing tick?
Nope, not a people.
All right.
Coco rifles through the pockets of the other guy.
Okay.
Girls gotta eat.
All right. So that was the boss fight. So what you end up finding in this off that guy, you see a spell book. So he's actually carrying a spell book. He was a low-level wizard. So he's got a number of spells in there, and I can list those to you.
So is Adrian helping me up the stairs?
That's a good question.
Something's going.
I think I was about to ask, do I have any way of finding this out before I walk all the way down the stairs? Like as I get to the top, you're like, book. I'm like,
Well, Coco doesn't have the word for book, but
Oh, okay. So yeah, then I'll help you to the stairs because it seems safe.
All right.
I convey that. And
the people she was
Accent.
around before were not avid readers. She knows what a book is. She just doesn't never heard it. I don't think she's ever heard it.
Okay. So
So
I will type out what spells you get from that. what the
yeah,
spell book.
if Garvin sees a spell book, he's gonna grab it and start looking through it.
It's definitely a spell
Not-
book.
Like not a. But unless
like,
somebody
are
else
you
has it,
sitting
he's
on
not
the
gonna.
floor now?
Does somebody have a hold of it when I come up at the top of the steps? Like what's going on?
Coco was the one who sort of rifled through pockets, but if it's visibly a spell book, she's gonna be like, magic user.
Okay.
So
Here,
Magic
magic
he'll-
person,
book.
top of the book.
Yeah, he can use a lot of that.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
some good stuff in there.
Perks of being a wizard.
This is pretty nice. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff in here.
Lot of
Neat.
stuff
Stick
in
it in your
here.
backpack.
All right. It's on the donkey.
Stick it in my backpack.
And Garvin loads it into your backpack at that point. Yes, you
And
don't want to
then-
be the only. You need competition. There's another cat. You get it.
And then, I think the dude isn't dead, is he? The guy that we're here to find?
No, he's
So I think
actually
at this
currently
point-
unconscious. He actually, but if you look at him, he doesn't look like he's really actually taking any damage. He's actually unconscious. He just looks like he passed out. It's not like he was knocked out or any of that stuff. He just flat out passed out from the last threat.
I think at this point I turn around and go, well, is that the man we're here to find?
So, random question. Where was the other guy during all this?
Oh yeah, that dude who came with us.
The
who's supposed to be
NPC?
helpful.
The NPC that just, chilled at the entrance of the hallway, apparently.
That magically
Pissing
was,
himself, hiding in the back.
We
He was
forgot
keeping
him.
Garvin safe. It's fine.
that magically disappeared because he was totally forgotten about. Yeah, that,
We forgot about him.
Yeah.
Damn it, news
Yeah.
side quest.
he-
We gotta
he
go
just
find
came
this
to
idiot in
mind.
the sewers.
so as you guys
Get
get up and
lost
take,
somewhere.
I
take
mean, we are talking about the guy who like dived into a fish barrel to avoid the kenku. So you know.
Yeah, but he's,
it's all right.
but
I forgot
also
an
he's
NPC
the
last
one
night
paying
too.
us
So.
a bunch.
I'm just saying it's
So-
in character for him to hang
Yeah, you
back.
did forget an NPC last night too.
So, actually,
did
real
okay.
quick, what do I carve off the little abomination, the intellect devourer?
I'll get you that on the break because it's gonna make me do
Yay.
some looking.
Okay.
So as you guys are standing there, you guys come up to the human figure on the ground who's passed out. Raynar comes running up conveniently, and oh, Floon,
hell's
you're
with
you're
you?
safe, and oh, but you're unconscious. What have they done? He goes over, kind of gives him a couple smacks on the face. Wakes up. It's, oh, what? Wait, where am I? Oh, Raynar. Is that you? Who are all these people?
We're here to save you. Can we fucking go now?
Yeah, we were just here, looking for you, and we just killed this thing that was about to suck out your brain.
Suck up my.
Can we fucking go now?
Please? Before the Illithid comes back?
I think she's right. Can we fucking go now?
Roll me
Just
a-
give him that look. Just
Roll me a, anybody who's kind of who's not looking directly at him, give me a perception check. And just
And can I do a history check about whatever I think I saw? That little
13.
brain thing that's been cut.
Anyone who's not looking at him.
like who's not
21
just
on my
paying
history check.
total attention to him. 21. Ooh. So
that,
the intellect devourer, you know that creature would have been very bad. It basically starts sucking out your intellect, and eventually it actually has a capability of taking over your body and becoming you. With all of your knowledge.
Okay, with that information, does this guy look like he's all there?
Go ahead and roll me a perception on that one. Or an insight, actually.
Okay, insight. That's not terrible. What do we got? A 7.
Yeah, he does. You can't tell. he looks perfectly fine to you.
So,
I mean, we have no baseline for comparison. We didn't know him before.
I mean,
That's true.
would
Yeah.
like a medicine check be?
Yeah, I'm just looking at
Sure.
like glazed eyes or something. That stare as if that he's not fully there, right? Like that was
16.
what Garvin was looking for.
You don't notice anything off about him with the medicine check.
Okay.
For the perception checks around the room, by the pedestal, the stone throne that's up on the end of the room, you can see the edge of a box sticking out from the rear side.
hey,
So I
Coco,
guess Advent,
shiny.
you'd see that.
Shiny. Shiny.
I point at it.
Okay.
I'm not touching things in a spoopy, scary sewer.
Okay.
Spoopy, it's scary and it's full of shit. No,
Alright, what exactly is the shiny you're pointing at?
a box. There's the edge
Okay.
of it, and I point at it, and then
Does it
go.
look like it may be trapped in any way?
You could go up and do a perception check on it.
An
Perception check. Look at
investigation?
it. If you want to do an actual check for traps on it, yes, you
Yes.
run an investigation. Okay.
Okay.
Above board. That's the other reason I told the rogue. I was like, don't like dying.
Can I come over and help?
That's a 12.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing. It just looks like a normal chest that was trying to be hidden behind the throne there.
Okay. Does it open or is it locked?
You are able to actually open it right up. It's just a small, unlocked wooden chest. Inside, you find 2 vials of this red fluid. You also find 16 gold pieces,
Ooh.
82 silver pieces, and 250 copper pieces.
Well, that was, hang on, 16 gold pieces. How many silver?
82 silver, 250 copper.
Okay, and they're just are the coins loose or are they in like a pouch?
They're loosely sitting inside but they're actually neatly stacked, oddly enough.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Coco's gonna pull like a little empty leather pouch out of her pack and sort of wave it at people so that they can see what she's doing, and put the coins in there.
Okay.
Well, she's like, I'm not. She doesn't have the words to say. I'm not hiding this, but
So you have the coins, and then you have the 2 red potions.
yeah.
Okay.
Tiny.
Have any of us seen the red potions before?
I'm guessing that's a common healing potion.
From what
I don't
you've seen,
know
it
if
would.
we're all for
Coco
that.
wouldn't know that though necessarily.
But Garvin would, right?
Maybe.
If you want to take a look.
Coco probably
Yeah,
doesn't know.
I didn't know if she was showing it off. I thought she was. Sorry.
Well, she was making a point of showing off the coins, but I mean,
But
she's
not
also
the
pulling
other
out
things. Okay,
vials
gotcha.
of liquid, so it would be pretty obvious to anybody who's looking in her direction.
How far up there am I with Adrian then? Can I see this?
So you guys were 15 feet into the room from. No, you were actually 25 feet in the room. So about 15 feet away from you, behind the stone throne.
So would the stone throne be blocking my view?
You can see her, and you can see her leaning down.
But I can't see what she sees.
Correct, unless she's
Yeah, I
gonna
don't know
hold them
what-
up
I
and
don't-
show.
So yeah, I don't know what it is then. Okay.
Would Coco be at least able to tell if it's that this might be something magical, like a potion, as opposed to just random red liquid?
You can
Fruit
roll.
juice.
You can give a medicine check. Maybe you'll know something
Sure.
just from maybe people
Maybe
around
I
your
will.
house.
Maybe I will luck out. I have a whopping +1 in medicine. 13.
Okay. Yeah, you probably recognize and probably heard people within your household have talked about healing potions. So it's a basic potion of health or potion of healing. So there's
Okay.
2 of them.
Woo! Exciting times.
So is Phone, or however you pronounce his name, able to actually stand on his own so we can start
Yeah, he's in
GTFOing?
relatively. I mean, when Sahiri looked at him, he was actually in relatively good health, other than just kind of passed out from
Physically speaking, he looks pretty good.
Yeah, mentally he's probably a little
Alright.
scarred from being threatened and potentially have the chance of being tortured with fire bolting at him by the
Well, I'm going
wizard.
to grasp his arm, pull him to his feet, and clap him on his back and tell him, let's be on our way.
Oh, right. Oh. Who sent you here?
Your friend.
Your friend, Bolo.
Oh. Oh, such a good friend. I'm glad he was able to find people to come save me, and I'm highly appreciative. But yes, let's make our way back out of here. This place is very dangerous. The Xanathars
no
are no
idea,
one
my
to
friend.
mess with.
Go. Nope, not asking. Let's go.
We're gonna start hightailing it down that hallway.
Adrian, I gotta go to the bathroom. Do you mind helping me over?
What a great segue.
Uh,
Sure. So
Actually,
I
what we'll do, guys, we're
going
gonna take a very quick break here, and we'll be right back to continue on, just because it seems to be
I
everybody's
figured we
time
could
to right
just
time.
explain us both being off camera because of that, but that's okay.
This works. So hang tight, guys.
Oh, gee. But how big are the claws?
That big.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, we had to take a quick break, but we're back up, and everybody is still within the sewers.
Because Goblin had to pee.
It's an arduous process for
that.
everyone.
Oh, sorry about that.
Right. And we away.
All right. So you guys make your way back through the sewers. So you back through the room. The door is still closed off. With your
Nope.
stone.
Yeah. Just anyone who looks at it. Nope. We're not even checking.
Make it back through. There's still the dead body of the goblin. And you guys get back out to the into the muck of the sewer.
Did we remember to loot all of the bodies on the way in?
Yes, and there wasn't much of pretty much anything.
You got a war pick, I got a scimitar, we got a little bit of copper off of the goblin.
I don't know why I kept that.
You kept it off of the Dorgar.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean,
anyone
why?
know any sea shanties?
No. I don't do well at sea.
But didn't you arrive by...
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright.
He puked multiple times.
Understandable.
Thanks, Gav.
You're welcome.
I was kind of hoping that we would be able to get in close with whatever was in there so I could test out this new sword.
Does that seem like a good idea?
Considering he was talking fireballs, it probably was.
You should probably ask more questions before just swinging.
True.
Very large city.
Cause, I mean, if you do something stupid, I'm gonna say it was his idea and I didn't get involved.
I mean, in my defense of the middle time, there was a Durgar. We don't have good blood between us.
I could have spoken to him.
There is a decent chance that he would have seen me as a normal mountain dwarf and probably attacked.
How do you know that? It's not like he was in the Underdark or something.
7 years of experience dealing with mines and possible Durgars.
I think you're
They're-
just prejudiced.
They're kind of assholes sometimes. I might be prejudiced, but it's a prejudice built over 7 years.
Well, you gotta get over it sometime, don't you?
True. I will keep this in mind for later.
Okay, so you guys are traversing back through. You guys keep running across again the symbols, and you're kind of backtracking your way. Eventually, you guys come up to an area that has the similar stairwell. I mean, the similar ladder going up, and you see the actual missing sewer grate because you guys never put it back in.
Right. So, who's strong?
Strength check?
I'm okay. Decently
this.
strong.
I've got
I.e.
this.
wants to go up and hold the rope so we can get Garvin up.
I got a...
I can do it. And Garvin tries to go over and like pull himself out.
I let him.
This is where we just see him fumbling with the rope.
What's
Oh,
my
no, he's not
modifier? What's my
using a rope.
modifier? A 15.
Oh shit! Come on, Garvin. We're back in school. You got this.
All right.
Is he able to pull himself out?
With a 15, yes.
Yeah. He didn't even like recognize the cheers or anything. He just kind of pulls himself out and acts like he's just a normal human being.
So you guys all make it right
Okay.
out of the sewer.
Woo!
I
No,
just
I'm
want to
never
make
gonna
sure
do
that the currently inebriated / wounded guy gets up there safely with that 19.
Yeah, he's able to make it up without a problem.
Uh,
I said he's not drunk. He literally passed out from fear of being killed.
hey man,
So,
that
like,
can make you real dizzy and disoriented.
So like as soon as everybody's above ground and like patting themselves off and like everybody seems good and like we've all settled and put the thing back on the hole, I just turn to someone remind me his name, the second guy.
Floon,
Floon?
who was already down there, or the one who came with you?
The one who came with
Oh, Raynar.
Rainer.
Raynar.
us. I turn to Raina. So Raina, I believe you have some money.
He already gave you the 10 gold up front. Volo owes you the rest of the money.
He said if Volo doesn't pay, then he cover it.
We'll hold you to that, Raynar. So we have a donkey to go and retrieve.
I'm sure Duke's missing me by now.
Yet another phrase I never thought I'd say in D&D. We retrieved the donkey.
I mean, there are worse things to be said.
Oh yeah, I'm just sure that this campaign's gonna be full of them.
Also, I just want to point out, we're all going to need a severe bath after this.
You've only been
That's
traipsing
Really
through
wish
those
I had
pipes.
create water right now. I really wish I had create water right now. I would just dump like 16 gallons above your head and just smile.
Sir, that would be a shower, not a bath.
16 gallons at once? Never mind.
Coming from above.
Never
I'm
mind.
not sitting in it.
Okay. So you guys slowly make your way up through the. You're in the dock ward. You're making through to the dock ward. Eventually, you make it back up into the north ward, and you've made it into the yawning portal. It's now actually late evening. You guys were down there a little bit longer than you thought you were, and it takes a little bit to get from one end of the city to the other, pretty much. So you get back in. The place is just raucous as always. As you guys are sitting there, you guys look and see Volo is sitting right at the bar, quite beside himself. He's kind of sad and haggard and definitely
Adrin's
upset with his friend.
Adrin's super done today. I grab Floon by the collar. I walk up to Volo and I just do this.
Floon, you are alive! Oh, my poor friend. I can't.
Yeah. Friends reunited. Blah 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 blah. Money now.
I must confess.
Yeah, we expected this. Hey, other friend.
Hey, Raynar.
He's actually not with you.
Where'd he go?
Sneaky son of a.
If I need to, I will
confess.
track him down.
I have but few coins to spare, but never let it be said that Volo reneges on a promise. Allow me to present to you something much more valuable. He holds out a scroll tube to you. This is the deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership. I'll be glad to arrange the meeting for you once after you've inspected it and deemed it satisfactory.
Insight
What's
check,
wrong with
please.
it?
Please and thank you.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
Oh no, I just.
I'm busy just looking
No,
at it to see
what
what
property is
what's
it?
on the scroll. Yeah, I'm looking at the scroll, reading it.
Okay.
Can I
hand
just
it to Garvin
randomly
and I
ask,
ask
does
him,
it have a
"What's
workshop
wrong
in
with
it?
It is called Troll
Where
Skull
is
Manor
it?
is what it's listed in, and it's in the North Ward.
Okay,
Oh, lovely.
that's a plus.
Does it have a workshop in it?
18 insight. You think he's actually telling the truth, that this is actually a very lucrative property that potentially could be of very great value to you all.
So I continue to stare at him, having not answered my question of what's wrong with it.
It's not been inhabited for quite a while. I was given it in my travels, and I didn't have very much of a use for it until now.
Okay. But you owe me a trip to your personal library.
I can
You
do
said
you.
information on your culture and the like.
I will
and
be
don't
glad to
wanna
do
talk
you
in
one
more detail
better,
today.
and I will be glad to give you an entire tour of the entire city.
I've had my fill of that today.
Tour of city versus
Venturing,
library.
Touring, just book today.
I mean, I can even get you to some of the great libraries within the city if it does you any good.
Oh no, I just want to have an in. Like I want to have an IOU from this guy, basically, to just sort of like walk up to his house
Could
and be
you-
like, "Hey, let me in."
Could you wouldn't have a diamond that's about this big, would you?
Oh, or that. Yeah, we do need one of those.
Two of them.
Some 50 GP diamonds just randomly.
Pulls
I
out his
will
pocket,
persuasion.
pulls out his other pocket, pulls out his pouch. Says, I'm afraid I do not have any diamonds on me at the moment.
Right. Well, we'll call it.
What
Quet
about it
if-
at home?
If
It's
you
about
get
to
one,
get very colorful in here.
Well,
give me.
no, I don't. I don't tend to carry around diamonds.
What about in the bank?
Does it? If I had enough
You
money or
rich.
anything in the bank, do
You-
you think I would have not been able to pay you out of pocket?
Aren't you
Well.
some famous guy?
I haven't received the royalties yet for my book. You'll have to just excuse me for the time being. If
You
Oh,
also
God.
own a large tavern that has frequent.
that's not, he doesn't own it. That's Durnan
And-
is
Wait.
the owner.
No, sir.
Oh, right.
I must do no such thing.
Scratch
I
that.
was promised money. If you can't pay me, then you owe me a favor that I will call in later.
A house in the
Deal?
northward is worth more than the money we were promised.
All right. We'll take the house.
I reiterate,
I
doesn't
wanna
just have a
roll
workshop.
persuasion.
That is all I want.
I think he just, with his wisdom, he blindly trusts her. She's from here, and she's given him no reason not to. So.
Oh no,
yeah.
I 100% trust her. I'm just trying to get a favor that I could call in later if I wanted to.
Bolo is in our debt.
That's what I want. My hand is still outstretched, and I will roll persuasion if I need to.
Go ahead.
14 plus 5. 19.
Okay. Teach says, for a favor in the future.
Done. Thanks for the house. See ya.
All right.
I mean, don't tell him. See ya. He's going to direct us to where that house is.
I trust her more than I trust him.
Just as long as she knows where it is. I guess.
Included in the scroll is an actual map detailing the location of where you guys are going within the Northward.
Never mind. I'm going to study that.
And it even gives you guys the floor plans, which I happen to have handy.
Optional
Ooh.
quest. Find the map.
Oh no, he's not allowed to walk away. We're gonna go see a magister right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Actually,
Yeah, I think
it's
it's a
too
bit
late
late.
at night. None of the magistrates are open. I will gladly meet you first thing in the morning. I'll even.
All right. Well, you're staying in our bunk.
I'll even.
And he looks to Adrian and nods.
What?
I have no intention of running out on you. I admit I was a little hasty in my negotiations, but I would not run out on.
Well, you promised coin you didn't have.
All right, so,
All right.
sir-
better
sir.
than coin, but
Real quick.
I
Would you
digress.
happen to know who a Raynar Never Ember is?
Of course.
All right. Do you know where this individual lives?
I would like to clarify, this does not count as my favor.
No. This is personal.
I don't know of his actual location. He tends to move around, especially after his father, but
Well, all right. I will keep that in mind. We just had dealings with him, and I just want to make sure that everything is all right. And that's going to be a deception roll. So would he be able to tell me with a 19 deception
To tell you what,
where he is
he doesn't know.
at all?
Not at the moment.
Damn it, man. Useless.
So, Volo, Floon's had a rough day. You may want to take him somewhere where he can rest and recover from his experiences.
As you turn around, you actually see Floon's already sitting at the bar with a full... He's already down 2 things of mead in his time sitting at the bar while you guys have been
Yeah.
chatting.
Yeah, take him somewhere and have him rest as opposed to get drunk.
Oh, that's actually a fantastic idea. And if I run across... Actually, maybe Floon will be able to help me out. I'll bug him in the morning. We'll meet at the magistrate's first thing in the morning, and we'll get to the deed taken care of. Unless you want to go and look at the manor first before you make that decision. But I can assure you, it'll be worth the money.
As long as you do what you say, we're good.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Yes, if you want, I can meet you here, and we can make our way to the magistrates from here.
What time?
Let's say first light.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And as he's heading out, Floon says, "Just go down the street. Go right out of the inn. Turn left. There's an inn you guys can stay at. Just mention my name, and then I'll take the tab for it. You guys can have the night for free. I owe at least you that much."
Okay.
Is he still bunking with us?
I mean, I'd be
This is like
you know,
quietly
preferring
to
that
Garvin, like, please say no.
that he stays inside. Not sure I trust him.
Neither do I, but he's famous enough that important people could probably find him. Or just tell the cops.
Just roll me a persuasion check. You're obviously trying to talk Garvin out of this. Just give me a persuasion.
I was going to see about rolling
I
insight,
wanted the
but I
next
rolled an
level
8.
badge, Sue.
Wait,
Cannot
can I
give
use
as
that
an inspiration
advantage
again.
that I got?
He's
from
my favorite
Chat?
so far.
Sweet.
On a
Chloe,
PvP
God
roll.
damn it! Gods, sorry, chat. How's an 11?
All right. I don't want to hear you complain all night.
What am I gonna complain about?
Him sleeping in the room.
Yeah, I will. And I'll roll a deception check if you need.
No, I was only a DC 10. Garvin's just like he's
Imagine you don't have inspiration.
he's done.
again.
He's done. He's done. He's just tired.
I'm just holding on to that inspiration for a life-threatening situation. I thought I was going to have to use it in that last fight, honestly. I was not expecting that sorcerer to die.
Okay.
Wizard.
He was a wizard.
So you were trying to convince
Garvin to not make the annoying guy stay in our room.
Okay.
I have one bunkmate.
I was trying
Lived with him
to
my
force
whole
Bulla
life.
to sleep with us
Cool
and
with
stay
that.
in sight, and he was not wanting that to happen, and I bended.
Okay. All right.
Little brother thing.
Okay. So you guys head into the inn. It is late evening.
I sit. Is there a bar underneath the inn? Inn and tavern.
I mean, there's still you're only a block and a half away from the yawning portal, and nobody's going to try and compete with that. So it's got a little kitchen area and some tables for food, but not really a full on bar.
So it's like a bed.
I mean, how
Yeah.
far from home am I?
Let's see. You're currently northward. You're probably half an hour from your house as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it seems relatively silly for me to stay in the inn when I can go home and clean up and put on different clothes. Cause yuck.
Okay.
I
Also,
assume,
when we
I assume Coco also doesn't live in the inn. She's
I'm
local to this.
technically gonna-
She's local, technically. Even if she does probably live under a bridge.
But you're being given a full-on room for the evening.
I'm being given a room, then she'll take it.
Okay, so the four of us walk into the inn, and I look at the person who looks the closest to being in charge. Not really caring how actually high up they are, because today is so over. Done. Like someone goes, no, done. That kind of day. And I'm like, Volo said that we have free room on him. Apparently, this is in exchange for a favor that he owes. Or something like. Is that at all usable?
It was Floon who recommended not to Volo. Volo doesn't.
Floons.
I,
Floon.
Volo's
my
never stayed
bad.
here before.
Wrong name.
Floon Blagmar, yes, very good customer. If he's gonna vouch for you, I'll add it to his tab for the night. Absolutely.
Great.
So,
Does that include a bath?
Oh, you may absolutely use our services.
Wonderful.
question
Carry
for
on
DM.
then.
So he hands
I'd
you.
like some food.
So do you want each your own rooms, or do you guys want to have? Are you guys gonna be bunking? At least the two of you for sure.
Coco's not bunking. Not if she's getting the room paid.
Right. But it's more the Garvin and Adrian.
Yeah, he'll bunk.
Okay. So do three. He hands you 3 keys.
Mainly to annoy Adrian more than anything else, right? Like, not because he's not sufficient on his own with his servant. He just knows it gets under Adrian's skin.
I don't think it really does, though.
Well, he thinks it does, regardless of whether or not it does.
Fair. I think it probably used to.
Okay, so hands you 3 keys. You guys are able to go up to your room, clean up, whatever you need to do for the evening.
Feed my baby brother.
Good lord.
Death glare.
There's probably just like a Garvin will remember this above his head. You know, that's about it.
Oh no, I don't actually say that in game. Adrian's not that stupid.
Technically, in game, you wouldn't see text coming up above his head either, so.
There.
Okay. So you guys clean up. They actually bring you up a nice warm evening meal, so you guys actually have some food.
Thank you very much.
And you guys are able to actually sleep for the evening. And with that night's sleep, you guys are actually now level 2.
Oh,
shit.
exciting time.
Woohoo! Level 2 for the win.
Yay.
How
Woo.
does one do level on this?
It broke
You-
Jiros.
Under your name,
You hit the button and you
says
do it.
XP.
Aww.
Okay, why is it not doing the...
Do the
there it
manage
is.
levels?
Okay.
Manage
it's
levels.
the thing.
Okay. I only have experience with just flat out re-editing characters, so
Yay, level 2.
So while everybody's working on that, I'll have you guys we'll just talk out the next morning. You guys get up. You guys go back downstairs. They've actually prepared breakfast for you as well. You told them, Floon's going to cover the expenses. They gave you a lovely full meal of your choice, actually, in the morning. They have a pretty hefty supply of meals here. You guys can pick what you want to have for breakfast.
Ooh, very bed and breakfast.
What was the name of that fruit, Adrian? The one that Dad used to like.
It was an avocado.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right, I'd like some of that.
Fruit. Dad didn't really talk about fruit so much as, well,
The stuff he used to put on his toast.
Avocado toast.
butter. Oh, that green shit.
That was it. Jesus, I can't even talk now.
To be fair, I never got like that deep with Sylvia ever. Oh my god. Making me drag up and make up information on an old character is mean.
You're welcome.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Oh my God.
You're gonna do this to me a lot, aren't you?
Oh God. So what you're saying is he wasn't able to buy a house, right? Oh God. Anyway.
Sylvia has more money than you would know what to do with.
All right, so we have
Fuck.
toast with avocado. I'll see if I can track one of those down.
Free shit I can do.
Can I get some bacon and eggs too?
Oh,
You knew that, didn't you?
Thank God for meat switch.
okay.
Oh.
Bacon and eggs and avocado toast.
That's what he asked for.
And for you, sir. Just looking at you, Adrian.
Just... Yeah. Whatever.
Oh, he wants some fruit. Lots of grapes and berries.
Sure. I'm trying to level, man.
Okay, and for you, looking at Coco, and for you, he doesn't quite know how to actually address you.
So I guess I realized that she can't use normal forms of communication, and I use that special skill I have to be able to communicate with her and like give her the right words.
Okay,
Like that's how I think we should use that for
yes.
you and me.
Sure. Coco really wants a bath.
I think we did that though.
Did we though?
Yeah, you could have taken
I
the
see.
bath and all that stuff.
Okay.
At this point, we're at breakfast. In
Okay, it's just
All right.
it's just breakfast. Okay.
yeah.
Would we be
Somehow
back at
I misunderstood the time. Okay. Yeah, in which case I don't know what the hell cuckoos eat, but if they have oatmeal with fruit, I guess that would be.
Oatmeal and fruit. Oh, okay. And for you, Sir Dwarf.
I'm so done with the order that's already gone through. Just give me bacon, eggs, and an ale.
Bacon, eggs,
I've
and
got
a-
bacon and eggs coming. You can have some of mine.
No. Those
I'll
are
need
half
more.
mine, you sick twat.
He
I'll
can bring us a big pile.
Yeah, do that. Just meat and
Okay.
Word
eggs
in his
and
beard.
cheese and whatever else you're getting rid of. Just bring it. And...
All right, so
It's first thing in the morning and I'm already done with you.
he takes off, goes back into the kitchen. Within just a minute of him going back there, you see a small child fly out of the kitchen. Looks like with a list in his hand, and looks like he's going off to grab stuff.
At the market.
Mm.
And quickly, within about 5 minutes, actually, he comes back to the market. Was not apparently there before. He's got a couple of green fruits and vegetables, and he's got some berries and things. He's quickly brought him back and jumps right back into the kitchen, wallet in his hand. The owner of the bar or the inn owner comes out. He at least starts off, brings you the big old plate full of just multiple different eggs, a giant plate of bacon, and a little container full of shredded cheese. He pulls out an ale for the dwarf, a bowl of oatmeal with some little fruit on top, and he quickly runs back in. He starts. You hear all sorts of noise going out there. It comes out.
And puts it on your toast. He's like, I don't know what this is. But
He comes out, and it's not. The avocado's not spread on the toast. It's sliced up and put on there, and then the pit is set on another piece of toast, and you see the skin is actually still on all the pieces of the avocado.
Well, Garvin, eat it up. You did ask for it.
Here, this is your part. And he picks all the skin and the pit out and puts it on a piece of toast and slides it to Adrian.
No. I don't like avocado. You do. You do. Eat your damn food.
That's all right. And then he dumps everything off the piece of toast that he gave you and just smashes the avocado that's left between it that doesn't have skin in a pit. Like a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. And then I take the plain toast from somewhere.
I don't know.
You want to pull this shit? I'm gonna fucking make you pay. Oh
my
by the way,
god.
can I have some of my money? Gov,
What money?
my money.
Oh, the 10 gold. Here you go. That's what you're asking about, right?
I don't want all of it. I just want like 2 or 3. Like whatever you give me, I'm giving.
He starts counting you to 10, so wherever you tell him to stop. If you tell him to stop, he'll stop.
Okay, like 2. Wait, that's all I had?
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
Unless you had money already.
Oh yeah, no, that's all I had.
Wait.
So I gave the innkeep a gold, and I say thank you very much.
Ooh, no. Thank you. It was my pleasure. I trust you slept well. I do
Yeah, he
pride
doesn't
myself
kick
on
much,
the
this
comfortable beds.
He doesn't kick much, this one.
He's probably just busy eating, scarfing down the avocado, and he shrugs, mouth full of food.
So you guys,
Coco's also eating with great determination. The determination of people who don't necessarily know when their next meal is going to be.
yeah, and actually it had been a while. Up until you guys got that dinner last night, you guys really hadn't really eaten much that day, because you kind of got thrown right into everything. So this second meal after sleeping all night, you guys are pretty hungry, and this is filling your bellies quite nicely.
Yeah, if anybody comes too near her bowl, she's kind of sweeps it closer to her and says, "No, that's people food."
I just want to be clear. Pretty much, if it's ever a question, Adrian is probably snacking on a ration. Like, all the time. He's gonna embrace this whole Dean Winchester thing.
All right, so you guys finish eating. Your bellies are full, and you realize that you're supposed to meet back at the yawning portal. So you guys quickly rush back over. As you guys get there, you see Sahiri's already sitting there waiting. And Volo and actually Raynar is actually with him. They're all waiting outside of the yawning portal.
Hello.
Morning.
Oh, greetings, friends. I trust you had a wonderful evening and were able to get some well-needed rest and relaxation.
Aye.
Say good morning, Coco. Good morning.
Good to see you.
So, I trust you want to make your way to the magistrate's office?
Yes.
Or did we want to look at the manor first?
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
I would vote the manor first.
Okay. You guys walk down. It's about 15 minutes, and as you guys get down to the area, you actually look around the neighborhood. You see there's a number of different businesses in the area. You see the sign of one building. It's called the Bent Nail. From just the looks of it, it looks like it's a carpenter and wood carving. He's got lots of wood piles of wood, and you see somebody actually out there trying to build a what looks like a cabinet.
Hey, you'll make friends easy. The dwarf.
I don't even know what I would roll if I were to assist with that.
Just gonna run up and help this dude make a cabinet.
I mean, I would
Love it.
probably ask about what's going on first, but I'm just trying to think on what I would roll if I do help.
Is it like, would it be like some type of performance? I mean, I know it's not like a bardic performance, but it is a craft type performance.
You'd have to have woodworking to be able to assist with that.
So I can't just
You could do
kind of, sort of help? Because I do have smithing and leatherworking, but I don't think that would apply.
not
towards
for
me.
wood, not for woodworking in
Okay,
carpentry.
so
You wouldn't
in
probably be too
other
much.
words,
use
I
for
wouldn't be able to help in any way then.
No, probably not.
I'm trying to figure this out before just randomly walking over and trying to help when I can't. I would probably know better.
All right, and you continue. So you guys are actually in Troll Skull Alley itself. So this is it's not an awful neighborhood. It actually looks pretty nice out here. But it's in a very off the main street, and you guys are it kind of winds itself around until it ends at a dead end. So you've passed this building. You do find there is a weaponsmith. It's called the Steam and Steel. It's a big sign out front for that. And in fact, you see one of the proprietors there, and it looks like they have flaming red hair. Like literally, it looks like they're on fire. So he looks a little different than what you're used to.
Can I history check that?
Sure.
17. Yeah.
Okay. You believe he's a fire genasi.
Lovely. And he's where again?
He's just you saw him walk through a window, back behind the counter inside the Steam and Steel.
Okay. And can I get a gist of what the establishment is just from looking?
Yeah, well, just by the looks of it, you see looks like it's a weaponsmith. Forge. They have a forge. They do
All right.
pretty much
I have a
weapons.
feeling that's going to
Metalworking.
be my next best friend.
They'll do metal weapons, armor, and shields. You kind of see all those things kind of hanging on the inside of the building. The windows are pretty large for this building, so you guys can see, and they like to show off their wares. A little bit further down from that, you see another building. This one's called the Corellons Crown. Again, another sign on the outside. You're not quite sure what it is, other than there's just you think it's probably some sort of herbalist. As you see plants just all over. Growing in different planters. Then you see jars of things on the inside of the building as well.
And this is next door to Troll Skull?
It's a little bit further down from the Steam and Steel. This is all on Troll Skull Alley.
Okay.
And as you continue on, Volo actually pointed, here we go. This is the Troll Skull Manor, and you guys come up, and it's a rather well-built, multi-story building. As I said, I gave you you guys have the plans for the layout of the building itself. It is in pretty good shape, but it looks a little just run down, like nobody has been there for a while. Like it probably needs a little bit of work. But from the looks of it, it actually looks like it might have been a tavern at one time or another.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Plenty of space. Rooms on the first floor for Garvin.
Doesn't look bad.
You know, a couple of touch-ups here and there. We can make it rather homey.
Yeah. So for what you can see, it's about 4 stories tall. It's got a number of balconies. It has a turret. There's 5 chimneys. It is probably the nicest looking building within the entire Troll Skull Alley. It just at this point it needs a little bit of work, but it really looks like that Volo might have been right, that this really might have been very much worth more than the gold he was able to offer you.
Do you know, I distrust that guy slightly less. And if anyone's interested, I can decorate from many, many different sides.
Good to know. Is it already furnished inside?
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's pretty
manor.
empty. This is pretty empty out. From the plans you guys got, there's a number of different rooms and things like that with it. Bring up that.
It's above the avocado toast.
Yeah, I've got it on a separate screen so it doesn't pop up and block the. So on like if you look from the main floor, you can kind of see the main floor plan. There's a giant tap room right in the main floor, and a pretty decent sized kitchen. This place really was, at the time when it was in its height, was pretty well established tavern and inn within on this area. Just looking at you honestly, you think you could potentially make this either revamp it up to be a new tavern to run a business out of here. You could make it a bed and breakfast or an inn. You could just make it your general own location to kind of just make it your point of your home base kind of deal. But either way, this is a pretty good.
So on the floor plan layout, the tap room directly to the left, that's the entrance.
So the main entrance is right in the middle on the left side of the first the first floor. Yeah. So that's where you guys come in. You guys are facing that. That's on the western side.
How would I get to the basement? Is that the hatch right there on the right?
Yes. Yeah, behind the bar.
Oh, we even come with a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Or at least the spot where the bar would be. You can see inside. You can see little spots of where remnants of where a bar was.
So I'm gonna glance at Garvin and say, so obviously you get the tower, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Gob.
The tower. You wizard types, you love your towers, right?
And you dwarves, you like your mountains, right? Fuck off into that hole then.
Hey.
Wouldn't he like the basement more?
I like the basement, thank you. Yes.
I get to make fun of him. He's my brother. You sort of.
That's all right. It's probably wet down there, anyways.
It'll just take some tidying up.
Sure.
He's not wrong though. It would be cool to live in a tower.
I mainly meant that as a jest.
No, I say that to
nods.
Marvin.
Yeah, he nods. He's sitting there thinking about, how the tower might work.
All right.
We can make a pulley system.
I am actually curious. So, since no furnishing, the basement's completely empty then?
Yeah, there's literally nothing other than the walls and foundation and everything of it. Some of the windows are boarded up, so they probably need to be fixed and repaired. But for the most part, it's in good shape. It's just abandoned. There's nobody here.
So we
if
can
I
go.
may, I think we keep this. Sit on it until we have enough gold to do something useful with it. Be that us live here. Be that make it into a bar. Be that perhaps both. chuck the
All
inn
of the above.
portion of it and just live here ourselves and run a bar in the first floor and hire people to do all the ins and outs for us. Or if we're really strapped for cash, just sell the fucking place.
Well, like, couldn't we take what we're paying to stay in town and hire people?
Technically, but are we standing outside on the road looking in, or are we inside? I don't know if we also have Volo with us. Sorry, I'm just a little disoriented.
Yeah, Volo
right now
Volo
from
is
all
still
the
there because
coughing.
he was going to go with the to the magistrate with you after
They're
you guys on the floor.
overseeing whether, yeah,
Mhm.
they're seeing if we're okay with
Okay.
the house. That's what's going on. We're doing the tour.
Okay, so are we going to take the inside tour then? Make sure everything's on
I
the
thought that
up
was
and
the
up.
plan.
Makes sense.
Completely up to you
That's
guys.
what I'm just
I opened
confirming.
the door.
I
Again,
thought you'd already gone inside and gone into the basement, so I'm confused now.
that's why I'm confirming. I'm just a little out of it from all the lack of oxygen from coughing and laughing.
So yeah, if you guys are going in, and as you guys go in, as you said, there's literally all the furniture is gone. There's no there's no tapestries. There's no rugs. There's no carpets. There's literally nothing. You've got the walls. You've got the doorways. You see where the remnants of where the actual bar had been, and you can see the actual hatch to the basement right as you walk in the front door. It's not clean. There's cobwebs all over the place, but it's not. For as unkempt as it is, it still looks pretty sturdy, at least in this first floor.
So, real quick, calling back to the guy that was putting together the cabinet. Was he on this road?
Yeah, he's
Or
further back
was
to the
he
west
like-
along.
There's like every
Okay.
business we could possibly need right here.
making my notes?
Except a bar. Just saying.
I mean, technically it does say wine cellar, but I have plans for a part of that.
Yeah, whatever. Who needs
And as you're commenting about the different stores, Volo chimes in. It's like, well, there's also a bookseller further down, and I believe there's even believe it or not, there's a private detective who works at the end of the street as well. Anything else you potentially need? I mean, this is the Northward. You can get pretty much anywhere in the city.
So, gang, what do we think?
I'm gonna go and open the hatch and go downstairs.
We should probably see the whole place.
I thought we did that. I thought we were hand waving that.
I think we were in the first floor.
Yeah,
I
you're in
think
the
we
first
didn't check
floor.
anything else.
Oh, okay.
So how's the basement look?
I just thought we were hand waving.
Is it
Again,
all
the
musty and
basement.
damp.
Well, yeah, it's musty, damp. There's cobwebs. I mean, it's a typical wine cellar basement.
She just needs a bit of love.
A little bit of cleaning. There are some empty wall sconces where probably some people had put in candles or things like that to be able to at least give some light. Otherwise, it's pretty dark down there.
No, I was gonna play a prank, but I don't have that cantrip on.
You bastard.
Hey, just because my
Anyway.
parents aren't together doesn't mean you can call me names.
So the whole place is unfurnished, yes?
There's just you see just dust and cobwebs and things all over the place right now, and the walls and doors and windows.
That's why I
Most of
was-
the windows.
Confirming the carpentry and whatnot.
Yep. Coco's gonna poke around, just go up floor by floor and.
Okay.
take a
As you
look.
guys, so did you guys all go down to the basement to look at the cellar?
No.
I didn't. I'm
No,
trying to
I
follow
don't-
after Coco
I don't
as,
need to
as I
look
see
at
her
the
go out.
basement.
Okay. So you guys actually go up onto the second floor. As you guys get up there, again, you get into this main common room. There's right as you come up the steps, there's a window to your right. No, to your left. As you see it, you can see slowly being written. Looks like somebody's taking their finger and writing the words "last call" on the window in their fingerprints through the grime of the window.
Like currently, or it's already there?
You're watching it happen right now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
From the inside or out?
Inside.
Okay.
You're in the
I'm
basement,
still in the
Mr.
basement.
Dwarf.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
in the-
still in the basement.
Yep.
So I turn to. Hold on, I got this Volo. I go, nothing wrong with it, you said. Just needs a little bit of cleaning, you said. It's fucking haunted.
All right, so maybe
And then I take a bite
Haunted.
of whatever.
it has a very minor
Minor
poltergeist issue.
poltergeist. Hmm.
I was right in the first place. You are a twat.
Told you I didn't trust him.
I know you did. You were right. I don't like it, but you were right.
It can't be that hard to get rid of. He's a poltergeist. He's
Why did you
essentially
do it?
harmless. He plays pranks
Then
in
why
here.
don't you live here?
I'm sorry. Why is he saying last call?
The rumor is that he's the previous bartender who refused to leave.
At this point,
I got a great idea. How about we let him run the bar and we open it back up?
Oh my god, I love you. That was Jimmy's really bad idea that Adrian would not have said.
That's great.
That might be the most brilliant idea I've ever heard.
We may need to find a way to make
Poltergeists are
people
usually
for you.
here for a reason. Something's stuck
Can
here.
I make friends with it?
So, what did I miss while I was in the cellar?
Run the bar.
Nothing.
I mean, because I've got
I-
the
Go back to
friends
your
cantrip.
You don't see anything.
Coco looks at you and says, poltergeist.
Ah,
So
that's why
I'm
there's
dead.
writing in the window.
yeah, don't worry about it.
Ghosts.
We're dealing with
These
it.
things happen.
So,
Would he automatically notice the
Hold on.
writing in the window?
So Volo, what is this poltergeist's name? You seem to know so much about.
The last bartender I heard working here, his name was Liv.
Try that. I say to Sahiri.
I mean, knowing its name, can I cast the friendship cantrip or try to?
Or just like at least talk to
Yeah,
him.
or be like, hey, Liv, is it you haunting this place?
You don't hear anything at the moment.
Can you write hi on the window if you hear us? Would you like us to open the bar again?
oh goodness.
Uh-oh.
Ew. There we go.
So you see writing on it go,
Discord, why?
oh,
Sorry.
you say, he writes out open, question mark.
Yeah, we'll open the bar again. Clean it up, get it open,
But you
Give
can
you-
run it.
people to play silly pranks on. Good times.
So what you see happen is
Good times.
you see the windowsill, the messages on the window erase off, and then nothing.
Okay. I guess that makes it happy.
Wait, does that mean the window is clean now?
Clean-ish.
He only did the spots where he had written stuff, so it's basically like if you take your hand and just swap it over a grimy window and
Darn,
wipes
I thought
off all
this
the.
was I thought this was going to turn into a BR guest routine, but with a silent, invisible guest.
He
Lumiere.
specifically though, you saw it take a little longer to go over the open. I mean, not the open. The last call message.
So I'm gonna look over at Garvin and say, "Are you sure there's just not one of your little whatever you did down in the sewers?"
I didn't do that. But if they want to open, that's probably a good idea.
Hmm.
I'm not going to lie, I'm going to roll an insight on that.
I mean,
Hey.
because like
We want it to put it back
a
at
spectral
rest.
bartender would never get tired, right?
Well, that's where I'm gonna get with the cleric who deals with the dead.
I mean, I feel like we need to put its spirit at rest. It should not be here. Things haunting the living is usually not a good thing.
True.
But what if he likes it here? Maybe we could
But
help him be happy.
Now,
But- it's unnatural. There's an
No.
order.
He's so happy.
Miss Cleric, Are you
But
in any way
if
able
it
to
chooses
communicate
to
with him?
be here,
Not currently. Can I communicate with it?
Then how are we going to put him to rest if we do not know what he wants?
You're just gonna keep asking questions to empty hallways until we sell the
Yeah,
place?
sure, probably. I don't know. I'll
Cool.
figure something out. I'm
So
still
can
learning.
we deal with this for a little while and then possibly see about putting him to rest in the future?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we must hold on to the property. We can't let it fall into someone else's hands who wouldn't take care of this poor man. Yeah?
We don't want some necromancer coming and using his soul for who knows
What?
what.
No,
he said.
that's not good.
I mean, at least if we open the bar, he'll be happier until he gets to move on.
This is true.
So are we good?
Game plan?
Sure.
Keep trudging.
All right, let's check out the upstairs.
Okay. So you guys get up to that'd be now the third floor. Again, now you see what looks like there's more bedrooms here. There's even a couple of actual bathrooms in here that are actually private bathrooms. So there's 2 bedrooms. One looks like more of a master bedroom. It's larger than the other ones. But there's another one that's pretty decent size. You could actually fit probably more than one person in. But each of them have their own private bath. There's also a spot that looks like it would be big enough for a library or study. When you actually go into that room, it looks like the walls have built-in shelving. So it definitely looks like this was some sort of library at some point.
And that's like right next to the 2-person room.
It's when you come up the steps. So the steps it's a 2-fold steps. One goes up one side, and it's literally in the middle of the room on the eastern side of the hall. So both rooms have easy access into that center bedroom. That center room.
So I clap Garvin on the shoulder. Well, bruv, it looks like you and I are destined to share a room forever.
So you're gonna make the one that has difficulty walking live on the 3rd floor?
Well, you'll figure it out. You like tinkering with shit.
I'll be fine.
We can figure something out.
I'm just gonna keep making.
That's all right. I don't need any help.
Where are we putting the donkey?
In the basement with you.
Full.
How are you going to fit a donkey down a hatch into a basement?
We already fit
I'll
one
make a
man.
lift.
How would you make a lift?
I don't think he heard.
This
I'll
is going
figure
down
it
a rabbit
out.
hole now.
We already had one jackass in the basement. What's 2?
I heard that.
Thank you, Coco.
Oh my god.
So, can we just finish the tour and make a decision then, gang?
Alright. So you continue on to the next floor. This is actually the attic. So there's some storage. There is another bedroom potential up there as well. Again, everything's pretty cobwebby and all that other stuff. And then there's another set of steps from there that kind of go up to the turret that's on the top of the building.
I was about to ask if the only way to get into that turret was through the bedroom on the
Oh,
3rd floor.
yes. Wow, it is through the bedroom on the top floor, and there's a little
That
hatch
looks
leads up.
so weird.
So that dual bedroom on the 3rd floor actually takes you guys up.
All right, I'm getting a good
Perfect.
grasp on this.
Garvin has spell sniper.
Okay, so
Just
The-
get him up there, just pew from like forever away.
yeah, the 3rd floor with the bottom set of staircases in front of the library would lead to the 2nd floor, and the one right above that goes to the attic, whereas the turret is accessed through the bedroom on the top of the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Again, as you've been through the main portion of the building looks fine, but there's a couple of boards that probably need to be fixed. The windows probably need to be fixed, as some of them are boarded up and cracked. But again, for the most part, it looks like the actual physical structure is in very good shape.
Well, we might have to go up the street and talk to that one fellow we saw working on that cabinet, see if he's able to double check and repair anything carpentry-wise. That
Can
is
we
not
do
within my
that
skill set.
after we get this signed?
Yes.
We need to throw we need to open the bar first. We
Yeah.
promised.
Bar is beds, then bar.
No, bar then beds.
Whatever.
First off, how would we open a bar without funding or ale?
I don't know. I'm sure the
Scratch that,
bartender
we might
knows
be
how
able to
to
call in a
handle it.
favor.
Oh yeah.
We do have the one
I have a
ale
bar
brewer
tomorrow.
that we caught very drunkenly not minding his gauges. We might be able to call in a favor.
Wait, we have 2 favors now.
Just
We
tell
also
him we'll report him if he doesn't give us beer.
That's
I mean,
my favor, Garvin.
essentially,
Oh.
that would be the
Alright.
nitty gritty of it, yes.
Isn't that kind of mean?
I mean, isn't it kind of mean that he was drinking while on the job and caused a flood of the streets of ale?
Not professional, that's for sure.
Yeah, and
But-
we're gonna give him some free advertising as much as he does work for us. We just
Exactly.
need a favor.
But
We did him a
isn't-
favor.
Everyone
Is-
works
is it-
out in the end.
isn't forcing him to use the beer when he don't have much bad.
Well, we're gonna have him brew some for us.
All right, that takes
It
a
helps
while,
his
right?
business.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a while to get some startup.
Well,
There were an
the-
awful lot
the-
of bounties over in that yawning portal.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Ghost fella don't want to wait a couple months for beer, or a month.
I don't really think he's going to have a choice.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's going anywhere, Garth.
He's waited this long. I'm pretty sure he can wait a little longer.
Speaking of which, did you see anything weird when you were in the basement?
All right, Mr. Ghosty, it'll be a month.
Ish.
Actually, J. Ross, that is a good question. Would I have to like retrospectively roll for that, or
For which one?
if I would see anything weird in the basement while I was checking it out?
You didn't see anything strange or bizarre in the basement. It looked just like a normal basement.
Nothing
All right.
that needs
It
to be
was just a
salted
bit
and
musty. Needs a little bit of love. We got this.
burned. Nothing that needed to be salted and burned then.
Not that I see.
Nope.
Saw.
Great. So, then, Volo, off we trot.
Okay.
And I always forget. Angel, what's your character's name again?
Morgran.
That's right.
Morgran?
As far as
Okay.
you guys know.
Morgran,
Morgran.
if you would
Let me
like to
fix
go
that.
talk to our new neighbors and see what kind of work we could drum up and what kind of pricing we'd be looking at, and we have the beginnings of a business plan for Garvin to pour over at great detail and bore me to tears with every night.
Oh, we can pay somebody for that.
Or that, even better.
I already have one business I'm running, to be honest.
Yeah, you just get to reap the benefits from this one.
Garvin just wants
Hey,
residual income.
gonna-
He doesn't want to do
We're gonna
anything for
pay
it.
people to run the stuff, and we're gonna just show up and be the life of the party for like.
I'd
And
rather
get
pay
paid
somebody to run the
occasionally.
mortuary.
Well, that
Also
too.
pay someone to do that. Whatever.
So, we could take the money that the bar makes and pay your workers at the mortuary, and then you don't have to work.
Then what? Yeah, whatever.
Well, then we can make more money because we're not working.
Oh, I was good.
I mean, we could always start finding some of those bounties at either the
Yeah.
Yawning Portal or any other tavern.
I mean, I don't like getting involved, but you know, new home, big city, very exciting. Let's go.
There's always a lot going on at the awning portal.
I mean, you guys walk by the awning portal, but he's actually taking you in towards the castle ward to go see the magistrate.
Well, magistrate,
Yeah.
yes.
So, the castle ward is pretty up and moving right now. And he takes you down into the magistrate's office, and there's actually not much of a line. So he takes you right into the magistrate's office, brings in the deed for the property, and says, and then the magistrate says, I am familiar with this place. This is off of
good.
this Troll Skull Manor. It's in Troll Skull Alley, correct, in the North Ward?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh, yes. I'm quite familiar. I believe I had gotten information on that not too long ago about fees and expenditures and things like that.
Of course.
Neat.
All right. It is a 25 gold for the to quantify the deed and put that on record.
He's paying. And I point at Volo.
So
That's right. And I agree.
okay.
Your idea, chap.
It says on top of that, it's gonna be another 1,225 gold for licenses and renovation fees.
Can we pay that as we go?
And as you guys are there, Raynar actually pops up behind you and says, "My friends, you've saved Floon and Maya's life. Please allow me to cover that expense." So he signs. He actually brings out a pouch and actually pays off the licensing and renovation fees. However, there will be a 60 gold per 10 day to cover wages and upkeep and other services and things if you do plan to run this as a business.
Yeah,
We've got some work to do before it can be a business.
Well, once you open, please do come back to me, and we will work on the paperwork for that. But you will need to. This will cover all your guild expenditures because you will need to join a number of the guilds in order to run a business out of this. But knowing your location and the building itself, you might have yourself a potentially thriving business if you guys are able to keep it up and maintain it.
Just out of curiosity, would any of the guilds that we have to join be ones I'm already a member of?
No.
Of course not.
Not with your profession.
Yeah, well, if there was like a business person's guild, I might have been part of it.
Nah, it'd be the Tavern Keepers Guild, and you'll have to pay money to the Carpenters Guild and a couple of other ones for the renovations and whatnot.
And the Brewers Guild.
Yep.
And
Yep. And the Butchers Guild for meat and things like that. There'll be a number of different.
Yeah, this
different
is
guilds
be
that'll
like
come
a real
knocking.
business. You have lots of dues to pay, and
hello, my name is Ben. Give us cash.
But that should, once you guys get up and rolling, it won't be a problem. I think you guys are gonna make lots of money from that. But
I think you're gonna regret that pretty quickly.
Depends on what you guys roll.
As we turn this into Economy Simulator 2019 soon, yeah, I think you're gonna learn to regret that.
So
We're just gonna roll back into town and make 300 gold by just being here.
all right. So they said the magistrate says, "Well, your paperwork appears to be in order. As said, return to me when you guys are ready to open." Raynar steps in and says, and I'll deal with taking care of getting the renovations. I mean, that's already paid for in the fees that I just took care of. But allow me to make the contacts and bring the work in. I have a feeling we could probably get this done within maybe a 10-day.
Wow. Yes, by all means, Rayna, you have been remarkably helpful, other than that one bit where you disappeared in the sewers. But whatever, you were busy. You were watching Garvin's back or something. I don't know. But you've been remarkably helpful and very, very trustworthy and
generous.
Useful. And I look at Volo as I say useful. And then I look back at Raynar and I'm like, thank you very much.
Oh, no.
We have some other work.
Well, thank you for saving my life and my friend Floon's, and don't be too hard on Volo. He's Volo.
But this? I'm a hard-grown Garvin. This is nothing.
So he does mean well, and he doesn't mean to any you will.
Oh my.
Oh,
He's just busy researching.
don't worry about me. In
Oh,
fact,
no.
with you having a poltergeist within your new property,
That's right. Your next book is on spirits, right? And the
if you do find a way to make use of him, he may end up being a footnote in my book.
And you may very well become a staple at our place of business as some free advertising, I think.
you can open up a little book stand and sell your current and future books.
Footnote.
Yes.
All right. So they hand you the deed. It's now signed by the magistrate, sealed. And you now own a property within the North Ward.
Yay.
Man, not even 2 sessions in and we already have our home base.
All right, I'm gonna, so I don't lose my mind fucking typing this. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna explain this. Okay. The HP
Mechanics
is asking for your total rolled HP. At level 1, you get an automatic 10 on your dice for a D10 for the fighters or the rangers, right? You didn't get to roll it, but it's still a count of a 10. At level 2, you add whatever you rolled to that number to equate your maximum hit points. It does all the math, everything else for you. It's asking for your rolled HP. It's not saying rolled HP plus modifier. It just says rolled HP.
Yep.
Okay.
I was checking.
Sorry.
That's
Brain hurts.
Yeah, if you were having to do this
So
on
my
paper,
case,
yes, you'd be
so
doing
my
it yourself.
case, my first level is a 6 because I have a D6 hit dice as a wizard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you get an automatic max. At second level, I rolled a 5, so that's why my sheet shows 11 as the rolled HP. Because my first level was an automatic 6, second level.
Well, that's what I'm curious about. Is would you just bump the rolled HP up by the 10 that I rolled?
No, because
or
it
would I
says
hit the
because
override?
if you look, it says hit point bonus plus 6 from Constitution. Right there below it, it's showing that it's adding your modifier.
Yep. Should automatically. That's the nice thing about the Beyond is it gives everything.
So for level
Automatically.
1, right? See how it's showing 14? It's because you had 10 for level 1. So whatever you rolled for the
Mhm.
second level, add that to your level 1 HP, right? Because you've rolled a total of 2 dice for a total of 20 hit points. Technically, your first level is automatically rolled as a maximum dice.
That's
That
what I'm
first level,
saying.
you
Though,
are-
would I bump that rolled HP section up to the 20 because I rolled a 10?
I just answered that question. I don't know. I don't understand how I'm answering it again.
Is that a yes or a no?
No, whatever you roll,
Okay.
just click the up button that many times.
Then it's a yes.
Whatever. I'm misunderstanding the way you asked the question, but the answer is still that.
Sorry,
simply
I don't
asked, would I
understand how
add
it's so
that to
complicated.
the
That's why I'm
roll section?
struggling.
This is my first time doing it. That's why.
And it's a new
Even
system,
in
so
your
I-
thing, it has the rolled HP section. That's why I'm
Right, but
asking.
if
would
I have a
add
D6 hit
D10
dice,
to
my
the
roll
rolled
HP shows. Yeah, but hold
or
on.
elsewhere.
I just explained everything. So did you just not listen to me?
I did.
Okay, so a rolled HP shows 11, right?
Yes.
If I have a D6 hit dice, how did I get to 11 if I didn't have 2 levels worth of hit points in there?
That's why I'm confirming, would I put that as a 20 or would I put that somewhere else? I don't know if it would go in the override HP or the
No,
HP
you're good.
modifier.
You're good.
I mean, I
Does
gave
that
you an image of
clarify?
what mine looks like for level 2.
Okay.
rolled
And I'm
HP.
just
If I
making
give
sure
you the
I'm
answer,
doing
then you're not learning how to do it yourself. That's part of the problem. Sorry.
To
Yeah.
reiterate, I am confirming that I am doing it right because this is my first time doing this ever.
That's
Yep.
So would I be at a 24 then?
Yep.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
I'm looking just to verify. Do, do, do. So you rolled a what on the last one? Angel? Crap, I'm muted. I'm taking a look. What'd you roll on your dice there, Angel?
I rolled a 10.
Okay. Well, nice, actually. And
I even posted a screenshot.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I was doing it right. That's all.
Yep, you are absolutely right. So yeah, you basically got max HP. Yeah, you're good. All right. All good. Woosah. All right. So at this point, you guys have a little bit of free reign. You don't have, you have a new location, which will be fixed within the next 10 days.
Woo.
You guys have, you now have, one of you has a favor from Volo. And you guys are now in the great city of Waterdeep.
Exciting time.
What do?
I'm gonna head next door and strike up a conversation with that fire genasi.
I think Garvin and I are headed back to. Actually, it's only been one day.
Yeah, this is literally your second day since you've been here.
Garvin, what the hell's we gonna do for 2 days?
I'm gonna rest today.
Okay. I'm gonna go wander around with the dwarf. He seems like interesting.
All right, just don't let him get you in trouble.
Trouble? Me?
Noted.
No.
You're not in the room. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
Okay.
Because I feel like having the face on any endeavors might be helpful anyway.
All right, so you guys are going to head down to the Steam and Steel. You guys, you enter in, and you see working behind the working on an actual forge at the moment is the rather tall fire genasi, just flaming red hair. It really looks like it's actually on fire. It's just very different than what you've ever seen. And working behind the counter, you see another man, and he's actually got very blue-looking hair, very flowing, and skin is actually very a bluish tint as well.
Crap. So, I wouldn't know what this person is at all.
You could roll a history check again. See if you know.
Nope.
Yay.
I got
Okay.
9. Unless you want to be really generous, I got 9.
Now, before I look at my roll, do I get to roll this with advantage because it's a different race and that's kind of my thing? If not, it's okay.
No,
Just one.
just roll a standard history, and maybe future rolls you'll have depending on this one, you might be able to have it, just with
Okie dokie.
familiarity.
16.
Okay. He's a water genasi.
Wow, there are an awful lot of you. Is it Genasi or Gensai?
I've always said genasi. It could be
It's
genasi.
Genasi.
I'm pretty
There are an
sure.
awful lot of Genasi around this section of the city. That's very interesting. Hi, I'm Madron Morningstar. Pleasure.
Ah, who are you talking to? The which one?
The water guy.
Okay. Oh, greetings. My name is Avi. Welcome to the Steam and Steel.
Thank you, Abby.
This is my husband Embrick.
Embrick. Lovely. I'm gonna have so many almost annoying questions for you.
Oh,
Well, we just acquired the property down the way, and we're doing some scouting in some efforts to correct me if I'm wrong here. Can you remind me one more time, Angel? I'm super sorry, dude.
Morgaran?
Morgan, correct me if I'm wrong here, but we are attempting to sort of do some fact finding in case we need to fix the place up, or why else were we here? I forgot.
I'm just here to check out the fine establishment. I saw that it was a smithy of some sort, and I want to see the quality of the work that is done here.
yeah, and go ahead and roll me a perception check and see what
Okay.
you've seen there.
Not the greatest. A 13.
Okay. You do see quite a few pretty decently looking quality armor along the wall. It seems like they take a lot of pride in their work. And Embrick mostly does the actual does most of the weaponry work, and it looks because you can see him back there working on a sword at the moment on the forge. And you can see, just based on your experience, he has very good technique. It looks like they make very good quality items. And Avi's sitting there is like, oh, I see you're taking in the work. Is there anything I could interest you in?
This is where I'm contemplating how best to kind of sort of attempt to flash the sigil on my shoulder for my clan, or if they would even know what that would even be. I'm gonna go over and shake their hand.
Oh, he says, oh, well, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm glad to see somebody has finally picked up Trollskull Manor. It's so sad to see that run down, but that is a wonderful property, and if you guys are able to bring it back into service, it's a very good possibility you'll help prosper the entire street.
She just needs a bit of love. We'll end up putting a lot of work into it to restore her back to how she should be.
Well, I mean, I will gladly come and visit once you open. I'm sure my husband Embrick will as well. I mean, in the meantime, we're going to continue doing what we do here. Both of us take absolute great pride in our work. I mean, you can see all the work we've got on our walls and on display here. If you ever need us to make anything for you specifically, please let us know. We'll see what we can do and work out a price.
We may need
I'd
tank
actu-
beds with a specific logo as yet to be determined. Just keeping that in mind.
We'll work on that, Adrian.
Go on.
I would be actually inclined to ask if there would be any chance to help or use your forge whenever I am inclined to making a new item of sorts or just tinkering. I am part of the Hyler clan of dwarves from up in...
Someplace far away.
I just spaced. Not that place.
Is that
not
one
that
like
place.
just outside of the equivalent of the Mines of Moria, right?
Yeah, I'm just going back to my notes so that I can remember what it was called.
I remember things, J. Ross, don't laugh. Or do.
Yeah. Mirabar.
Right. Oh,
Sorry.
I'm not quite familiar with that area or that clan of yours. But we're usually pretty busy here. That I don't know if we really generally have the forge available. I would gladly be willing to help you set up a forge within or outside of your establishment, as long as you were not doing it to potentially steal business from us. But
Oh no, this is solely personal gain. I wouldn't be trying to sell any items, and even if I do, I would probably come to you first.
Well, I mean, I'm always willing to assist in learning new things. I can even show you some of our techniques if it comes down to it.
I
They do make some pretty cool stuff.
mean, an elemental of fire working in a forge, I would hope so. And he does have great technique when he's working that bellows.
Yes. Embert takes great pride in his weaponsmith. Both of us are actually a member of the Order of Skilled Smiths and Metal Forgers. We take pride in being a member of the guild. I myself am also a member of the Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths guild.
Armors, you say? You wouldn't happen to have any leatherworking equipment, would you?
Oh, I don't specialize in leatherwork. I mostly into metal armors, plate,
Would you happen
scale.
to know any places nearby?
Not within the street. You may be able to go down to the trade ward to find more folks who have such capabilities.
Thank you for the information.
You're absolutely welcome. And please, feel free to stop by any time. I'll be more than willing to assist.
Oh, we will. Thank you very much. You two have a wonderful day. By
Oh,
the way, so
you as well.
All right.
I think we leave. Question mark.
Yeah, we're basically done. I just wanted to check the place out and see like the quality of work and whatnot. Meet the folks.
I'm just hanging out with you for today. Hanging out with Garvin literally every day for the last 26 years. No, 24. 20, whatever.
I mean,
a bunch of years.
I think it would also be in your interest to check out the interesting Genasi working a forge. So, yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I'm gonna
That's just a bonus.
end up questioning you if you knew what kind of Genasi was at the counter. I knew it wasn't working in the back. Because I did not roll well on that.
Cool to buy you,
Ah,
Adrian.
seems like quite the symbiotic relationship between those two.
Fire and water, opposites attract.
Theme.
They must get quite steamy.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
gonna make that pun, but my mouth was full.
You beat like 3 of us to the pun.
I was gonna make that pun in game too.
Serves you right for snacking while you're gaming.
So
That's Adrian, man.
otherwise, we're pretty much done. I'm pretty much done, at least. I don't know about you. Nothing.
I'm literally just like hanging out with you. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going?
I'm gonna be heading back and start cleaning out the basement.
And I'm bored again.
Yep.
I wonder what Sahili's up to. I cast a message to Sahiri. Hey, Sahiri, what you doing?
Wonder if she's going back. Well, I was thinking about going back and checking the mortuary now. Settled this matter.
Neat.
You could check out the cemetery. Good.
Can I tag along?
Sure.
I go with her.
Okay.
And I'm spending the day copying the spells from my spell book over. If
That's
I
what
can.
I assumed you were doing, which is why I was like, I don't want to be here. That's boring.
Coco, what are you doing?
More than welcome to join us.
Cemetery?
Yeah. Lots of things to look at.
Pretty thing.
Try not to
She
pick
looks
up too many
dubious
trees.
about things in a cemetery.
There's trees.
Statues.
Possible offerings.
Yeah, offerings
Not
to deities.
Shiny.
Sometimes.
Oh god.
Now, Coco, we probably shouldn't steal those shinies. That would be bad.
You could upset some gods
That's
or
very
dead people.
bad. Trust me, I've done it.
That's
I've been lost for 3 weeks.
Okay.
All right, so you guys decide to go back with Sahiri to visit the City of the Dead, which is where she actually works.
Yeah, good times.
I'm just learning by immersion.
Yes, so
It's the only way to get to know a culture, really.
Yeah, so I've worked here since I was adopted, My parents were killed by a necromancer, good times.
By
So-
the way, when Adrian
Coco,
is taking
let's just do
notes
this.
So now I work, and collect dead people and get them ready for their afterlife.
So you guys are walking through the North Ward. You just basically head straight south, and it actually ends up it borders both the trade district or the trade ward and the City of the Dead. The City of the Dead is literally center eastern side of Waterdeep. You guys get there, and it's really mostly a large cemetery. There's a number of mausoleums. You see a couple of mortuaries, but for the most part, it is just a collection of just gravestones and graves throughout. This is really seems to be the spot where everybody is buried within Waterdeep.
The cemetery is here to keep people safe.
You have an important job then.
The living safe from the dead, and the dead safe from the living.
Very important.
Yes, especially with as many people and bodies as Waterdeep produces in any given moment.
Ah. So yeah, as Adrian is taking notes, it's pretty much the only time he's not snacking on something and looking forward. This is like his only passion. Like the rest of the world is just like meh. I don't even think he's got his pipe out while he's taking notes and asking questions.
Sahiri does not understand this whole note-taking thing.
Do you ask him about it?
No, it's your quirk. It doesn't bother her. It's just like, I don't understand people. Living people, I'm good with dead people. Living people are a mystery.
I mean, I'm not like annoyingly taking notes, or like a reporter, or just
Every once in a while, she just sort of looks like, okay, he's still taking notes.
yep.
She sort of looks at Coco. So, do you know where you're from? Did you have a family? Somebody who took care of you? Yeah.
She looks like.
I think I
Yes-
wait about
yes,
5
please.
minutes. I think I wait about like 5 minutes of this, and then I sort of step into the middle of it to be an intermediary to just like, because with the communication thing, I can communicate basic ideas through like a series of hand gestures or clicks or whatever or what have you. But I can communicate with anything that has an intelligence high enough to have the capability to speak or whatever. So I'm just feeding Coco words that she needs, but I'm helping her figure out what words she needs. It's part of my anthropology thing.
It's good background.
Yeah,
So- That's a good background.
you can make it as derpy as you want. You can be a speak and spell for all I care, but you now have a wider access to the common tongue.
She'd still have to have some way to mimic it, so you'd have to say a word for her to say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like once we figure out what idea she's trying to say, I just start spitballing like synonyms
It's like
Okay.
word association.
until she repeats something, and I'm like, that.
Coco, cage, pet.
Oh.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you're
Yeah.
not that anymore.
No. And this time she mimics something that clearly she's heard before. You hear the sound of a key turning in a lock and a really low male voice saying, "You're free, now run."
Oh, somebody set you free. Well, you shouldn't have been caged. Unfortunately, sometimes the world does not understand.
This is for your own good, darling. And then you hear the sound of a key turning in the lock again.
Adrian's sort of like absent-mindedly like fiddling with his ear a little bit, and he says, "No, they don't."
Should we clip her wings, do you think? Just in case.
Coco, I'm gonna give you a much nicer phrase to remember. I want you to repeat it. I am my own Kenku.
I am my own Kenku.
Great. I don't like to see people in...
Cages.
Yeah. Be they literal or otherwise.
Yeah. No.
You're us now.
Yes.
As haphazard as a band as we are.
We're your family.
We're friends now, I guess. Oh, family even.
Friends.
Yes, friends.
Now you know where my original home is, so you're more than welcome if you ever show up here needing aid.
So where do you sleep? Subject.
I would imagine she's got a room, like in the back of the mortuary.
So you sleep in... Wow.
Yeah.
Different folks.
Well, they took me in. Parents didn't want me, tiefling and all. It's not what you expect when you have a child. So.
Coco reaches over and pats you just on the arm and says, "I am my own Kenku."
You are correct.
Putting it to good use already. Not done, Coco. And then I cast message to Stahiri.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I don't know how much he'd want to talk about it, but if anyone knows a glimmer of what your life was, Garmin.
Yeah. She replies, "My life was, mostly pleasant here. Minus the death every day, but that's life. You learn the life cycle, and I had a place, and I had a family for a time."
I was just sort of giving you that and saying, like, you want somebody to talk to you about that kind of stuff? Like, I wasn't adopted, but kid gets it.
Fair enough. But yes, so this is where I live and work, and I would like to not be here every day.
Yeah, we're working on that.
You find it unusually quiet today. Like there's no burial services. There's no just no.
That is
general
alarming.
Traffic. It seems quieter than it normally is.
I've forgotten as a player, what time of year is it?
This is summer, I believe.
Okay.
I thought we were right before like the season change of winter.
No, it's
Yeah,
Because of the meat something or whatever.
meat holiday.
Helms
That's
meat.
all we
After-
remember.
Hearth meat or
Where'd it go?
Helms
meat.
something like that.
Hearth meat.
Where'd it go? Shield meat.
Shield meat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shield meat, that's
Yes,
it.
that was it.
Big flat object.
And of course, I've
I mean,
lost my flipping book.
Is part of it due just to the time of year? I don't know.
I mean, presumably not, because like he said in session 1 that this is one of the times of year where this city is the bumpiness. If you'll
Yeah.
pardon my colloquialism. And so like I would assume that means there's a lot more adventurers instead of less. So,
Which
like,
would be a
why
lot
people
potential
die?
for a lot more dead.
Yeah, why isn't the people dying though?
I don't know, that's really odd. Is your book downstairs?
No, it's the paper one, the supplement.
Lost
Oh.
it.
Is it in your
I
D&D
got
bag?
it. I got it.
Okay.
I have
Sure.
another copy. But it's being stupid because it should have been there.
You're feeling stupid?
Always.
Well, you're not. So, that.
Okay. Yeah. Midsummer Night. So this is Midsummer.
Okay.
Shield Meet does not fall on the same like February for in Faerun. In Faerun it's just after Midsummer Night. So you're in the middle of summer when this happens.
So are there is there celebrations at all? Or is it just...
Yeah, there's at least 10 days worth of festivals leading up to Shield Meet itself. And you guys are there for a few days before it actually happens.
Because that's right, we saw the fireworks.
But yes, it's very quiet within
That is odd. It should not be this quiet.
I thought it was rather peaceful. Is that not how it usually is?
No, there's normally, burials and...
with as busy as a city as Waterdeep is, it tends to be a
people visiting graves.
yeah, there's always somebody usually
family.
coming out there.
What, Adrian can't have hopes that we're not going to get into trouble today? J. Ross? Oh, Rhythmic accidentally got DC'd temporarily.
Hey guys, hang tight.
Yeah,
The screens are gonna be kind of messed up for a minute while Rhythmic gets back on. He had a power issue. They'll be back.
Okay, I need to see this now. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm the
everybody gets
dwarf.
a really attractive view of my fan.
I'm the dwarf now.
Yay!
Bang on
Oh my
doors.
god.
I'm gonna bang on this door. You know what's funny? Sahiri is actually more or less in the right spot. It's just too high. Sorry, I'll stop commenting on that now. Is this better?
Hey, there you go.
Coco's just mimicking the sound of a fan now.
White noise.
Yep. Just like she's like mimicking cricket sounds, I assume, because like for some reason there's no crickets, and we're like, okay, that's not okay. Can you please score me?
It's always weird whenever there's silence when there should be at least ambient noise.
Yeah, like right now where the soundscape went quiet. No,
Yeah, I don't know
like,
why it's
Yeah.
supposed to loop and it's not.
Yeah. No, it.
I have the
the
sounds
shuffle
of
button on?
Doctor Who going on, so...
Did you have the shuffle button on?
All of a sudden,
Sorry.
dragon roar.
No, Family Guy reference.
On the plus side, I don't hear the sounds of me. It's a win.
Sounds of what?
It's a cat.
Oh,
The black and white cat, the needy one. As
The one
opposed
that
to
was-
my cat, who's chilling wherever he is quietly.
demanding all of the attention.
Yes, that is Rory. You must love him.
Or
He thinks
Brad,
that's
thank you for
what
the
he
raid.
wants.
Good timing.
If
We're
you
just
do not
gonna
love him, he will
pseudo
pee on the
break as
floor.
we're waiting for somebody to come back online. But welcome in, guys.
Woo, raid.
Woo!
Hey, and our screens are working
Big
again.
red
Yay.
fox person.
Sorry, we had some technical
Wow.
difficulties. Yeah,
So we have a Rhythmic
Yep.
in chat. We just have to wait for his camp.
yep. But welcome in, everybody. All right, but it's fine because
Come on,
this is
damage.
he's not in the room, this section right now, so you guys are still good. But
Now
yeah,
he's ready.
yep.
I mean, is it just quiet, or is there like a sense of creepy quiet?
Roll
Is
me a
it-
perception check.
Is it too quiet?
Is it like
I don't
undead are about to
wanna
crawl out of the
roll
graves quiet?
Quiet.
Let me actually roll on a surface.
Listen, I don't want to roll this
And not-
perception check kind of quiet.
You know, roll it
I-
off my computer. Well,
I
yeah,
rolled-
I have no idea. I'm too.
I
that-
rolled
that would
very,
be a
very well.
1. So that
Coco's
would
accustomed
be a
to the
5.
too quiet, kind of quiet. And
Blackjack.
how's her perception? That is a 22.
Okay.
One less than that.
Let's see.
Blackjack.
It's still early. It's still actually it's probably about late morning at this point. You guys, you literally hear nothing outside. You hear like the wind literally rolling through the city of the dead. It's very kind of unsettling. And there's a light mist that's actually rolling across the lower areas of the city.
Oh. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So is that not normal then?
Is the mist normal? I'm guessing it's not.
Not at this time of year.
No, not this time of year. It's an abnormal mist.
Mind your step, darling.
Yeah.
Well said, Coco.
Definitely not normal.
Alright.
Are there guards at the City of the Dead?
There are usually guards at the main gates. So there's
Okay.
there's a couple of main gates as you guys come in.
I haven't done my research, sorry.
Yeah, there's one
Okay.
in the northwestern corner of the the City of the Dead, and then one actually in the main central area, and then another one coming into the south. But it's a very high wall that actually blocks around the entire outskirts of the City of the Dead. And
So is the
Sahiri,
mist
you know,
in the cemetery?
yeah, it's in the cemetery only. And Sahiri, you know, the reason that the walls were built is because a number of years ago, there had been an outbreak of undead and
An
they were meant to
uprising.
keep them in. Yeah, so the walls were meant to keep them out of the actual city proper itself and to keep them contained.
Yeah.
An uprising, you say?
Useful.
Well, keeps everybody safe from each other.
Adrian is
So-
once again nervously snacking.
How far away from one of the guard stations are we?
Let's see. You're probably 150 feet.
Okay,
You're
so
relatively
we-
close. They keep the mortuaries and stuff generally on the outside, whereas you
Yeah.
get the mausoleums and the
we
crypts
might
and
want
things
to go
like that.
talk to
sort
the
of.
guards and find out if everything's okay.
Hmm. If not, I can get the dwarf and Garvin over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up and talk to the guards.
I'm gonna go with
Um,
just sort of in tow, not actually.
Coco's going to try and stealth and kind of scout the perimeter.
Okay.
See if she can see anything really, or sense, perceive, or otherwise notice.
All right. So
And she's trying to do it stealthily.
okay. So go ahead and roll a stealth roll and then roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that was not great. That was better.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. You don't see anything. In it just there's as I said there's just seems to be a lot of fog starting to roll in. But you hear something in the distance, coming roughly from. You see, it's probably at least 50 feet from 50 to 60 feet to your southeast. So it seems like it's
Inside
coming
the
from
walls
further
or
in.
outside the walls?
So the walls are on the outskirts of the city, so of the dead. So it surrounds
so
the
it's-
actual, basically the ward of Waterdeep.
Okay, so it's within.
Yes.
So it's something.
So it's like a
something
giant.
inside with us.
It's like a giant walled-in cemetery.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue sneaking successfully, as far as I'm concerned, towards the sound,
Okay. As
whatever
you
the
come
sound
up,
is.
you see 3 shadows, and they're. It doesn't look like they're moving quickly. It looks like they're moving very slowly towards your direction.
Okay, so shadows, as in something is projecting a shadow on the ground, or
As
they are
in,
actual shadows,
Mist, through the mist, all you can see is shadow. You can't see.
like a silhouette.
Yeah, you can't see features or anything like that. It's just a form that looks like, it's a shadowy form that's in the mist.
Okay, I am booking it back to Sahiri. I just leveled up. I can do that. I can use all of my actions and bonus actions and what have you. Just phew! I don't know. I use my wings to give me an extra boost.
Okay.
I
Sahiri,
don't fly, but
as you're starting
Yeah.
to slowly walk towards the guards towers, you hear Coco just come flying up behind you. All a Twitter.
yeah, literally.
Oh my.
Oh.
She yanks on your
Coco?
sleeve and points at the thing, and then she looks at Adrian and goes,
Yeah,
Help me
they're
out.
just. They're
"Help
just
me out!" And then
I
she's
do
then
the
she's
thing.
like, "Shadows, silhouettes, things that way."
Okay. That's not good.
And she holds up 3 fingers.
Tell the guards. Yeah, maybe, possibly.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, I think that's a good plan. Tell the guards.
As difficult as my brother is to bring around places, he is a rather formidable chap. So, I'm not feeling great without my backup. Savvy?
Back up.
Makes sense.
Backup.
Backup could be very useful in this situation.
Okay. I
Okay.
cast sending to Garvin. You may need to go find the dwarf in a bit. I'll let you know. Love you. Bye.
Garvin, you're sitting there trying to study your book, and you get that message sent in your head.
Well,
Somehow I don't feel like I'm going to get a response.
Okay. You guys continue on down towards the guards. You guys get to the central western tower, and there are 2 guards sitting there.
So, hi. Have you all noticed the strange mist moving through the cemetery?
No. Strange.
No?
We noticed this rolling in last night. We thought it had cleared up. We've heard the reports of potential some of
Things-
those walking dead moving through the.
Yeah.
shadows,
But it's the
Shadows.
first that I've actually seen it myself.
shadows.
So,
Seems to be a happening, not a rumor any longer.
so you're telling me that there was mist last night, and you got reports of the living dead, and then it was gone, and now there's mist tonight. So that means that hell.
Well, I mean, I'm going on reports from last night. I was not here myself to witness any such things, but the
Wasn't attacking you. Sorry, stressed.
I mean,
I do that
Per-
thing again.
perhaps we should,
Garvin.
look into this?
I mean, if you want to go take care of it, I'll gladly add it to the report. But I mean, I have to watch the gate. It's my duty. If something comes to the gate, that'll be when I can do something about it. But I'm not tasked with going out there.
Shadow's duty.
Okay.
She points.
So, all right. Well,
Shall I get the boys?
yeah, I feel like we should not go looking at undead without
Okay.
assistance.
Right. Garvin, you need to get the dwarf to come to the city of the dead, please.
Message only has 120-foot range. Where are you?
But
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
that's why you didn't respond. Okay, so I guess
Even I forget that sometimes.
Sending
Guess I
level 2
don't.
spell
Correct.
to do it at a distance.
Yeah.
It's not even that low level. Yeah, you gotta be at
No.
least level 3, bud.
I know now.
So should we go get them and then come back?
Do we have that kind of time?
I don't know. Apparently,
be it
it's
for me
not
to
an
say no.
issue until they get to the guard station.
Okay. You said
Coco,
it was
tell
really
me-
quiet, so presumably there are no other living people in the vicinity. Yes?
No, I can cast
Coco, stay here, darling. Be very quiet.
detect good and evil.
Give it a go. What could it hurt? Other than, my,
It detects a lot of things.
Yeah.
other than my trousers.
So I cast detect good and evil. What do I sense coming from,
It's only got a 30-foot range, so you actually don't notice
I
anything.
need to go in, like, how long does I actually have that up?
It's a
I had
10-minute
that up.
concentration, so...
So I can sort of enter into near where Coco saw the...
Yep.
Alright, so I head in that direction.
As you head in that way,
Yeah, Coco's not letting her go by herself.
Okay.
I'm hanging back a little, but yeah, I'm trailing along
So-
reluctantly.
You know, it gets right to the edge of your range, and you
Mhm.
feel that there is at least some undead directly ahead of you, about 30 feet out.
Oh yeah, them I can sense. I can burn a Eyes of the Grave there, and that's 60 feet.
And that tells you exactly what...
As an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn.
Okay, you see there...
I can use that 4 times per long rest.
There are 3 of them directly
Oh.
ahead of you.
Excellent.
Are they
3
doing
undead.
anything? Are they doing anything? Are they shambling about? Are they just standing there?
I
No.
think they're moving.
Oh.
So she can only sense them and sense the direction. She doesn't know what they are, how they're moving.
Oh.
But Coco saw them moving.
Yeah, and you saw they were moving very slowly, but they were coming in your direction.
I mean, in my training, would I have any idea what a slow-moving undead is versus any other?
You can give me an intelligence check.
Okay, we'll try. Yeah, no, I don't know. That would be a 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, I rolled a
Okay.
3.
So as you're standing there, you again, they've now moved within a little bit closer range, and again, you see 3 shadowy figures slowly moving in your direction.
Excellent. That's good times.
All right, Coco's gonna hide, so they can't fully.
Okay.
Would you like me to re-roll the stealth, or are we using the stealth from before?
Would be a separate one because you've already run away
Okay.
and then come back.
Excellent, because I rolled really poorly for that one.
I rolled really highly on the perception. They knew you were there.
Oh, I'm quite sure. I rolled the 5. I just have really good stealth. Oh, that's much
So,
better.
how far away from me are they?
They're about 60 feet.
Oh, excellent.
And while you were sitting there, actually, they were moved in. They are about 10
Mhm.
feet, 50 feet away, so.
Okay, so I can... Well, I don't even know. Would necrotic damage affect them? I mean, they're undead, but I could make them decay faster, right?
Ugh. and sloughing off.
They just wither away and disappear in front of our eyes, and we're like, okay, that's a thing you can do.
I mean, I'm kind of limited on what I can do at this level. Plus, I'm a grave cleric, so I am,
We're level 2. We are still small and
death-based.
squishy. We're
Yeah.
small and squishy.
I mean, when they get within 5 feet of me, I can do Word of Radiance. So,
If you look around, Coco has vanished.
So I guess it's worth trying to toll the dead
Of course.
on one of them. I mean, it's a cantrip, so
Okay.
let's do the thing.
Go ahead and roll initiative for you guys out here.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
And there's the cat.
Right on cue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
10.
All right. So. All right. So, first up is going to be Sahiri.
Okay, toll the dead, so they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it an individual target? It's not multiple.
It's one.
Okay.
Singular.
Wisdom, you said?
Yeah.
DC what?
DC 14.
Pass.
Yeah. Well, that was that.
All right.
Okay. I'm
So-
gonna back up 20 feet.
Okay. Next up is Coco.
Okay. I'm gonna
So they're about 40 feet away from you.
creep up. Okay. Coco's gonna move.
Can you not put a claw in my room?
Actually, yeah, she can move her up to 60 feet now, because rogue, and still take her action. So, yeah, she's gonna sneak in there and attempt to disembowel one with her short sword.
Okay. And since you are still stealth, you can go ahead and take a sneak attack on your first attack.
Hey,
They did not notice you.
fabulous.
Sneaky piggy.
That is
That's double
that is a 24 to hit.
I will hit.
God, I love rogues. And that is every single time I lose that D8. Don't know how. It's not like I put it down in a different place. Not bad. So that is 11 points of stabity damage.
How many points?
11.
11. Oh my god, cat. Oh my god, he's caught on me. Ugh.
Do you need
no.
me to come up and help?
I got him. Alright, so 11 points of damage. Okay. Next up is Adrin.
So from my vantage 10 feet behind Sahiri, can I see them?
From 10 feet behind? Yeah, because that makes them only about 50 feet away from you.
Perfect. And how far apart are they from one another?
They're about, they're all moving in unison, so they're kind of 5 feet away from each other.
Okay. So then I'm gonna run up as close as I have to. Can't do that because now Coco's right there. I will not run up as I mentioned previously. I'm gonna cast my first level spell, J. Ross.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay. Roll a
From
d20.
exactly where I'm standing. 19 plus
Well,
7.
roll a
So,
d20
26.
for me first.
Oh, 19. Wait, is this a check to hit spell?
Yeah, but I'm saying roll a d20 for me first for your mild magic.
19.
Okay.
We're good.
You're good.
I do not explode
Yay.
today.
This time.
That would
Yeah.
be a hell of a story to tell,
Um,
Garvin.
And then now you want me to roll to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so 24.
You hit.
Yay. And then it is a D8 to determine what type of damage.
Oh,
Or
you're
is
doing
it
cast fault.
choose?
Yeah.
Oh, I choose
Yeah. You get to choose it.
fire.
Okay.
Zombies don't like fire. And it's 3d8. Good lord. Sweet. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, right? Give me 1 second. I have fire dice.
So are you hitting the same one that Coco hit, or are you hitting a different one?
A different one.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hit Coco. And I also don't think I could probably see Coco. If I'm being totally honest with you. She's mad sneakerly.
Well, I think leaping out of the mist and stabbing one of the undead probably broke her cover at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, she's
That's
visible.
fair.
Yeah, you saw her jump out.
Just a flash of colorful feathers and then blood.
Yeah, right? Alright, 3d8s. 8, 5, and 4.
17.
Nice.
Huzzah. Damage.
Yeah.
All right, so your firebolt shoots in and just hits, not fire, chaos bolt, just a big giant. It just changes.
4-inch diameter sphere of energy.
Ugh.
I throw a fiery baseball.
Yep.
Well, more of a softball at that point.
Is there a difference?
So you did not. Okay, that's why chaos. So you didn't roll the same number on the two d8s. You rolled an 8, a 5, and an 8, a 4,
On the
and a
3d8s.
4. Yeah.
An 8, a 5, and a
Wait,
4?
wait. It's a 2d8 plus 1d6 damage on a chaos bolt, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, mine says 3d8. Oh shit, I rolled chromatic orb, didn't I? Whoops.
I was gonna say that's different. So what you
Chaos
do is,
bolt. Sorry.
yeah, it's a 2d8 plus 6, and if you roll the same number on the two 2d8s,
Then I do 6 damage instead. My mistake. And then this one is random.
yeah, that makes much more sense.
So it's lightning damage instead. Sorry about that.
So it's 6 damage.
6 and then my d6. 9 damage total.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's right. 9 lightning, got it.
Clicked the wrong damn thing.
All right, so they're going to do the only thing they can do and move. So they are now. Well, no, that's not true. Coco moved up to them, so they're gonna move around Coco. What's your AC?
16.
All right, 2 of them hit
Okay.
for 7 points of damage.
Wrong book.
Ouch.
That was a crappy
level
roll,
it.
by the way.
A level ago, that would have been really, really hurtful.
Now it's just right in the
Now
feelings.
it still hurt. It still hurt, but I'm not entirely on death's door the way I would have been.
All right, so back up to Sahiri.
How far away are they from?
They are still the same distance away from you, but they've now surrounded Coco.
So they're 50 feet away from me?
Yeah, no, 40.
40.
Yes.
40 feet away from me. So we'll try Toll the Dead again. On the
2 of them are injured now.
yeah, on the most injured one.
Well, either the one that that Coco hit or the one that Adrin hit.
We'll go with the one that Coco hit.
Okay. He fails on the save.
He takes 5 points of necrotic damage.
right. So back up to Coco.
All right. I was going. No one else is in melee with them, right? Or at this
No,
moment?
it's just you right now.
Just me. Okay, so I'm gonna stab the same one, and then I will use my bonus action to disengage. Okay, that is a 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
Now I get to smash him.
and I forgot to add my dex modifier last time. This time I will not forget. And that is another 11 points of stabity damage.
Okay. As you stab it, you manage to it stabbed basically right into the head, and it just falls down dead.
Aim for the head, boys!
Yeah.
And then I disengage.
That one does not get back up. All right. So yes, you're able to disengage. You move back your full movement, and then we're up to Adrian. So there are two of them still up.
As much as my brain and my internal Garvin are screaming at me not to do this, I get closer. And I get close enough that I can cast Thunderclap and hit all three.
Okay.
So, or two.
Yeah, two of them. There's the other one's dead.
So I'm gonna
Again.
need a DC
Dead.
15 con save from y'all spoopy zambies.
You said 15?
Yeah.
All right, the one that hasn't taken any damage saved. The one that has taken damage failed.
Well, that first one's a dick, but the second one takes 5.
Are you rolling like you were last night, dude?
No, I don't get bonuses to my cantrips.
No,
I think she's meaning me.
Justin was rolling with his everything that was trying to kill
I
us.
saved everything.
18, 19, 20, he saved against. I was like, well,
We really need a bard. Just like, hey, stop having good rolls.
So
I have player hating dice as well.
you moved up into actual. You're within 10.
That's not quite melee, is it?
No, but they can move up to you, so they're both gonna move up to you.
Hooray! I'm so excited.
It's okay.
My-
Next round I get to flank
Doesn't
them.
matter. I didn't
18
hit
total
them
hit.
for squat, so
I mean, does it beat a 10?
no,
Is that your AC?
Yes.
Oh my god!
no.
My hit points are 15.
They both rolled a 2.
Hooray! Adrian lives to snark another
They
day.
are, however, both in your melee
We
range at
need-
this point.
We need to fix your AC.
which
No, we
means
don't.
that I can get within 5 feet, right?
Yes, you can move up. Because you're up, Sahiri.
Okay. So we will try Word of Radiance. And I'm looking it up because I already forgot. It was too long, and my brain is not remembering things because it's late. So we will go with the one that's already been damaged. Each creature of my choice needs to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 14.
Both fail.
Okay. So, a divine word burning radiance erupts from you, each creature of your choice that you can see within range. They could take a d6. They take 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Coco. You just saw both Adrian and Sahiri run in.
It's like, the fuck. But luckily, now they're within melee range, so that means that she can dart back in and do her thing. And that is exactly what she will do. She will stabbity once again with
You're
her
welcome.
short sword.
With sneak attack. Which one are you attacking?
I don't know. Roll a die and whichever one. I don't know which one is more hurt, and frankly, they're undead. I
Okay.
don't know if I can tell which one looks worse for wear.
So there's both of them are standing within 5 feet of Adrin. So
Yeah, exactly. So
if you're
it's
coming,
kinda...
depending on which way you're coming from, if you're coming from the left or the right, and I'll go from there.
All right, let's say from the left.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Eep. Sorry, I'm dropping my dice here. Oh, really? That's disappointing. That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and it actually, again, you managed to hit that one in the head, and it just drops to the ground dead.
Okay, well, yay! Even though I rolled only
Hooray.
ones on my sneak attack dice. Very.
It had 1 hit point. Adrin.
Overkill!
So we have one left, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So speaking of minor league overkill, I'm gonna do the thing again with the higher than cantrip spell. So do you want me to roll a d20?
Wait. Oh, you're doing a level 1 spell? Yeah. So roll the d20 first.
7.
Okay, you're good.
Not a 1.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So then I will roll to hit. 16 plus 7.
Yep.
And then it is...
They're zombies. They're easy to hit.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be... acid damage. Not ideal. This one and this one. 6 and 2, and then let me grab that d6. Oh wow, that was the same color even. And 2. So 6.
10. 6, 2, and 2. 10.
Yep.
All right. So he's gonna swing at you again. Oh, never mind. 10.
Me to beat. Fine. Gimme.
2 points of damage.
Ha!
He just clipped you. Takes a swing, and it just enough grazes you that it takes it slices your face a little bit, and you take 2 points of damage. Sahiri.
All right.
It's non-elemental damage, is it?
No.
So did the Toll the Dead on the zombie, seemingly?
Did it look like it actually hit it? Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go with that. So it needs to make a DC Wisdom 14.
Wisdom. No, it failed.
Okay.
Wisdom on a zombie.
Aha, wisdom.
Takes
Surely
9
you
points
jest.
of necrotic damage.
9?
Nice.
Yeah, 9, because it was damaged, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls
I did my
down
job.
dead.
Excellent. Because when it's damaged, I can do a D12 instead of a D8. Good times.
All right.
So what we really need to increase is my AC then, so that I could just AoE and then let her pick things off.
You are
With,
very
like-
squishy. You need better AC.
No, I don't.
Really do.
Don't let him get hit.
Really
He'll be
don't.
fine. All right. So there's still this mist around, but
So we need to
you
find
don't
the cause
hear
of the
anything
mist?
else.
Shall we maybe fuck back off then?
Probably. The guards know about the mist. They can handle it.
Definitely zombies.
Yeah, we can definitely confirm that they're zombies and that, these guys need to be put back in the ground.
And
So-
Only there
Head
was
back to the
somebody's
guard
job
station.
who would do that.
Yeah, I can do that, but they need to pay me. I'm not doing it for free, man.
Okay, so then Coco, would you like to go with Sahiri, or would you like to come with me back to the... What are we calling our new house?
Things are good. Let's go back to the house.
House. We're calling it a house.
Guards?
Bar.
Guards?
Tavern.
Guards.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll head back to the guards. Yep. Let the guards know.
I'm gonna peace. That's a bad idea, going by myself.
On second thought.
And I can't just do that. Because he's so bloody far away. Yeah, alright, I'll come to the guards.
So you guys make your way down back to the gates, and the guards there is like, "Oh, survived, did we?"
Yeah, 3 zombies.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So the rumors were true.
Yeah, more than true.
Did you even bother to check?
No, my job is guard duty. If you want, you can always talk to one of the watch and see if they'll be willing to take a look around.
Is it not the job of a guard to also keep watch?
I guard the walls. The watch is the one who walks around the city and watches for trouble.
Okay, fair
But they
enough.
walk around the whole
My
city.
mistake.
So, do we need to go talk to them and tell them to up patrols in the cemetery?
Well, so far no one else has gotten hurt, so until that happens, if they want to get to the...
But shouldn't they be notified?
'Tis but a flesh wound.
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
like, no one's gotten hurt. My face.
Yeah, Coco's got some pretty vicious scratches going on too.
I will report to the watch and let them know that there is a potential security problem in the area.
Potential zombie outbreak in the cemetery.
But we will keep an eye on the walls and keep the walls safe, as is our duty.
Yeah, and the mist is still there, so have fun.
Who's your boss? Hey, Mr. Guard Man, who's your boss?
I would not worry about it. If you want to, you can go to the guard station, but I am
You
doing
may
my
not worry
duty.
about it, but who's your boss?
I don't answer to you.
Okay, well, we'll go to the guard station, thanks. Let them know,
Cool.
since you can't leave your post.
Yeah, no. Bye then.
So, head to the guard station.
Okay. So you guys walk down. It's about 3 blocks from there, to the guard station just outside in the trade district.
Do I know any guards?
Here you do not.
Okay.
Or the watch.
The watch usually has a station within there as well. So, greetings, citizen. What can I do for you today?
Yes. So I, currently work at one of the mortuaries at this, cemetery, and there was an odd mist that we saw forming in the cemetery, and because the guards could not leave their post, we went and checked it out and discovered 3 zombies wandering through.
Zombies.
So they've been dispatched,
not.
but seeing as how zombies and zombie uprisings have been an issue, we felt that somebody who could increase patrols potentially inside the cemetery be
Well,
notified.
Seeing as this is the first actual official report of any type of attack or encounter, everything else at this point has been rumor. We will...
Zombies.
Yes, zombies.
Right, so
We
Coco,
will-
you're going to fill out one report. I'm going to fill out a second one, and maybe then they're going off their fucking asses.
We will send out a contingent of watch to keep patrols throughout the City of the Dead to ensure anybody who visits is at least safe. But
Yeah,
thank
the
you.
mist seems
Thank
to
you
be
for
the
your
issue.
report.
So you might want to let them know to watch out where the mist is, that the zombies might be coming.
I just leave. I just walk out. I'm not
Yes.
leaving, but I just walk out.
So
Very well.
thank you for your time.
Well,
the
thank you
next
for your
one,
report, and we will be sure to...
That and the guard
Send
at
up
the
patrols.
whatever gate was reluctant to pass this information on in a timely manner.
Well, he is required to remain at his post, otherwise nobody is there to protect the gate.
Yes,
so.
but when we offered to do it, he was reluctant to let us bring the information to you.
Well, I will pass that information on to his supervisor. In the meantime,
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for your report.
You are most welcome. Have a good day.
You as well.
You get outside, and my hands are like in my pocket, and I'm just like
Outside,
verbally
what a
kicking
jerk.
rocks. Yeah, I'm just like kicking like rocks.
Unfortunately, the guards of Waterdeep can be challenging at best. They tend to
So-
arrive late and with attitude.
So it would appear.
Coco points back and goes, "Missed. Watch your step, darling."
Yep, well, the guard can handle that now when it comes to his guard station. It can be his problem.
Not gonna lie, kinda hope they eat him.
Well, that will be, as I said, his problem if they eat him. Unfortunately, might have to deal with him when he comes back.
It's a damned
Yeah.
nuisance, it's what it is.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly.
But on the bright side, if that is the case, there's no cultural faux pas against just brutally slaying him.
No,
Win-win
and
in my
it's
book.
not against the law to slay a zombie. So, it's a win. As long as
Win-win
you're
in
not
my book.
disturbing the peace.
Right, we should go home before Garvin hears about this and I get in more trouble.
All right. So you guys are heading back to the Troll Skull Manor. So you guys make your way back. Pretty uneventful traversal through the city. Doesn't take you very long to get back there. So you find it's rather quicker than you were last time, but it might be your familiarity with the city. And your route to the manor. You guys make it back in pretty decent time and find Garvin still poring over his book. And the dwarf is hiding down in the basement, cleaning up.
Hopefully he's put his monster parts somewhere where they're not rotting and stinky.
As you guys actually get to the door, you find a note, like an envelope, attached to the door. And
Okay.
it has the name Garvin written on it. And if you flip it over, on the back it's sealed. And it's got a very specific design listed on it.
If I notice at all that there's like an intricate design, I'm just gonna sort of like either sleight of hand or what have you to sort of just keep it face up, so it just says Garvin. I don't know what I'm rolling.
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good.
I guess the other two should roll perception.
Yes,
to
and
see
you
if
guys
we-
roll perception to see if you see him doing that.
I can almost promise you do.
Coco is
That would be
looking.
an 11.
Coco is looking
You do?
elsewhere. Coco is not paying attention because she rolled
Did
a
you-
1.
Okay, so Coco doesn't notice. But I rolled a 6.
Coco's looking around for more
Okay,
mist.
so I noticed. Do I know that symbol?
So that's the symbol you see right there is what was on the back. Just not the banner, but just the actual
Mhm.
just the seal.
Does Sahiri know that symbol?
Roll me a history check.
12?
You don't know the name, but you do know that at least it is a faction within that's around Faerun. You'd seen the symbol many times before, but you don't quite know what it really means.
Okay.
Can I
quickly stuff it in a pocket
So-
inside my robe.
I don't say anything, but I make a note that a faction may be involved, and
Coco is busy looking around for more mist.
hopefully the mist will remain in the cemetery.
Zombies.
Zombies. So yeah, I guess we go inside, and I go upstairs. Do you guys have anything you need to do before?
Coco's claiming the attic bedroom.
I was hoping you would say that.
Coco likes being high up. Like a cat. And a bird.
Is it safe to assume that Garvin made his way very stubbornly up to that two-person bedroom by his damn self because he is a strong, independent white boy and he don't need no address?
You know it.
Okay. Um, so I get there and I come in the door and I close it and I lean on it. And I just sigh and then I just take out this letter and sort of chuck it to you. So you got mail. Not exactly special.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
I can't quite reach it. I'll get it. Don't worry. It's not like I don't have any legs at all.
I go give it to you. I assumed that you were like close enough that I could just chuck it at
Oh
your,
yeah,
like,
he's just being an
knees.
ass. He's being an absolute ass here.
Because you've left him for a couple hours all by himself up to crawl all the way upstairs by himself.
Wow, the codependency is strong here.
He said he could do it. Well,
He did.
I'm glad you made it up. Well done.
All right. Let's
See-
see here what this says.
Do you remember when you said stay out of trouble? The dwarf didn't get me into trouble,
Ah,
but Zahiri and Coco and I may or may not have encountered some zombies.
Well, I mean, are they all taken care of?
Yes, very. And I
Oh,
did
perfect.
explode.
So I don't have to help.
No, I didn't even explode this
Alright.
time. Or turn into
That's
a
good.
plant. That was weird.
All right. And you are opening up the letter.
Yeah, he's opening up and taking a look.
Okay. And you will see. Basically, it says, "Sorry, I have missed you, Garvin. Sorry, I have missed you. I was called away last minute when I was supposed to meet you at the yawning portal, but I assure you, if you return there tomorrow night, I will gladly be able to spread you some information. I might have a task for you to do as well, with you and your friends, as you seem to be earning a reputation for yourself. I hope you enjoy your new location. Yours truly, 3 Strings."
So what's up, bro?
I guess we'll wait until he's back in town.
What did you leave?
Well, he had a problem.
Oh, okay. Vague, as usual. Okay, that's enough. I don't need to know more. That's kind of our
Kind
dynamic.
of sucks, but all right, we'll wait.
Yeah. Well,
He
when
looks a
did he
little
say?
disheartened.
When did he say he'd be back?
2 nights.
Oh, hey, that's not so bad. That's how long we were
Tomorrow night.
expecting.
Tomorrow night. Okay,
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
So technically 2 nights. I
He
guess.
still has this uncharacteristically saddened look to his face. Is there somebody just like stolen his toy or something?
Oh, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Really? You're gonna try that shit?
He rolled a 2 on a deception check.
I'm not even gonna roll. Like, no. Hold on. Let me see. My insight bonus is 6. So, no.
Oh, sorry, a three with my modifier, but okay.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
Uh, nothing. I was just. I'd rather show you than tell you.
Okay, the last time you said that, I turned blue for a day. What?
Um, make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Not great. But where the hell?
It's alphabetical.
Well, his
13.
wisdom
I
save's not
know.
very high. Yeah.
13.
Um, I've been studying some things, and
Okay.
and Three Strings thinks he might be able to help me walk again.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Well, that'd be pretty cool. I understand if you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to get your hopes up, so
Not really.
enough said. But yeah, we'll make sure we go see him. You said tomorrow night, right? That's one day sooner than we thought. Can't be all bad.
I hope not.
Chin up, mate. I'm gonna go check on the others. You good?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
I'm getting this last spell in me book.
Okay, just message when you need. I'm not leaving the house again, because fuck zombies.
Yeah, that was I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah, me too. No offense.
Oh.
I hate you, J-Ross.
Maybe that's why Garvin's saying he's glad he didn't go.
Ugh.
Never know.
All right, so you're going back downstairs to check on everybody else.
Uh-huh. Just sort of mingling with the new family. Hey, you said it, not me.
And Angel, did you say you had come upstairs, or were you still?
Yeah, no, I'm done with the basement, seeing as how there's no like furniture and whatnot. I'm gonna be scraping some grime off those windows.
Are you
Okay.
still a bridge troll?
Yeah. So as you come downstairs, you see the dwarf and everybody else is kind of sitting there, congregating in the tap room.
So, there's zombies in the cemetery, and the guards here suck. How was everyone else's day?
Just finished with the basement. Zombies?
Yeah, that we dealt with them. Or at least those ones. We don't know how many there were.
Is there gonna be possible more problems with that?
Hope not. The guards are handling it. So they say.
Handling it.
I hope the zombies eat one of them.
Yeah.
It would
Wouldn't
serve
that
them right.
make more zombies?
I mean, not if they eat all of him.
All right, you two.
He was a dick.
I mean, he's
It's
probably
legal
just
to
a
kill
guard.
It's legal to kill zombies.
See?
That it
Coco
is.
knows.
That's-
Coco gets it.
It's not that's not exactly the right quote for Adrian, but close enough.
Yeah, it was probably something a little bit more long-winded and weird.
All right.
Actually, I think Sahiri did say it's legal to kill zombies.
Yep.
Or like it's
Oh.
not.
You both said it in
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
ways, and I forget who said what exactly, but
Hers
That's
was
Just
the
as
simple
long
way.
as
that's what Coco's going with.
just as long as we have confirmation from the cleric whose job it is to take care of the dead, then I am all for the wanton killing of zombies. God forbid we find more.
As I said, we can kill the zombies as long as we don't disturb the peace.
Okay.
Because the guards don't like you to disturb the peace.
Guards just don't like me.
I mean, the guards are guards. They like to show up late anyway.
They like you to follow the laws to the letter.
When it suits
Mm.
them.
I didn't read those governs on it.
They're long. Lots of laws.
Yes, hence Garvin's on it. I don't. Oh. I don't really. Yeah, I don't want to read that so much. I read the first few pages and then I realized it was all just boring monotony and I just tuned out.
All right.
So,
As you guys are sitting there talking, you hear a knock on the door.
who wants to get that? I'm still cleaning.
Bloody hell's I got
I'll
it.
get it.
You open the door and you see a female dwarf. She's all dressed in robes, very fine robes. And she says, "Greetings. My name is
Hi.
Ucloria Stonemorrow. I have a matter to discuss with you."
Stonemore.
And that is where we're going to end the night right there.
Wait, does she have a holy symbol on?
No.
Damn. Okay.
All right, guys.